because I went the place I did voice lesson thingies at. So I have been bestowed the name Country Boy
Yeah.
because I dress in flannel and like a camo hat and like work boots every time I go in there, and I'm perfectly fine with that because the guy that was in there, he's like a band geek. He's got the skinny jeans and the hair. Yeah. So I'm like, all right, I'll take Country Boy. Like I've never had a cool nickname before. I'll take Country Boy.
Yeah, and I've always been called Farmer Boy.
Really?
Yeah. Like at Penzic, a few people called me that because I was able to lift like 88 pounds of ice at one time.
Yeah.
And I have arms like this that aren't very big.
Yeah.
And they're like, you got Farmer Boy strength. That's what we call it from where I'm from. You don't look strong, but like you have
Farmer
some
strong.
muscle in there, and it's surprising.
Yeah, that's what my mom calls it. Yeah.
'Cause I've never heard that before I worked at Penzic. Yeah. So there's your little mini podcast, Alvin. I hope you're happy. So what are we doing today, Scott?
Besides kissing?
Yeah, we weren't supposed to talk about that.
We are. So we were just like looking for things to do, and we came across one of our old videos. We came across it. We were looking at our own old videos, and we were like, why don't we film our reactions to it, because we have not seen this in it's been a while.
I haven't watched it the whole way through since the premiere.
Seriously?
Yeah.
Huh.
That's how what fan of our own work I am. I mean, my full 2 minutes in there.
No, you were definitely involved behind the scenes.
Oh, yeah.
More so than...
Actually, I have more than 2 minutes because I was Thug. I was just thinking of GIMP time.
Yeah, well, he's barely in it.
That's an extra minute. I'll take it.
It's less than a minute, but whatever.
No. It's at least a minute.
Yeah,
I feel like it's a minute.
Whatever.
But yeah.
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 So we were just thinking, what if we just like did our own director's commentary over this? And Luke would be here, except he had
he was too busy being
we
cool.
didn't invite him. Oh yeah.
Yeah.
No, he's in Pittsburgh doing Luke things.
He's with the what? I don't actually remember. I called it like Barbie Amazon or something like that.
It was Babry. You couldn't even spell Barbie.
Oh yeah, it was Babry Amazon. But yeah, he has an acting thing or whatever.
It's
improv.
It's his Barbizon.
Oh,
Club.
Barbizon. I was close. Barbara Amazon.
Yeah, it's his. Not guild. Not
That was
club.
D&D.
No.
Oh, that's a different. All right. It's his acting buddies.
Yeah, it's
Like his theater mates.
his agency
Yeah.
or whatever. It's the class he graduated from this summer. It was on the podcast. You should know this.
Yeah, it's like I think it was episode 2. I feel like it was the second episode thing. I'm not sure. Anyway,
Let's pretend it is.
we're watching the Earl, and like Luke's not here. Sam doesn't exist anymore. Drew's making a cameo at some point, and in place of Luke, we have Lloyd number 2 with the Hulk Hogan
He
stash.
passed out.
Yeah, just don't wake up a passed out man. Like he's enjoying himself. Now his belly button's hanging out.
Oh, that's his belly button.
Yeah.
That's a novelty.
Yeah. This is
Like the car. Huh? Never mind.
This is Minecraft. It's not a lot. All right, so we're watching the Earl. This has been the longest drawn out. It's like beating a horse with a spoon. Like that's as long and drawn out as this intro is. We gotta get those YouTube minutes up. So we got another 58 minutes to burn for this intro. So
Oh, I'm perfectly fine with that.
all right. Well, now that we're down to 3 viewers still watching, thank you, Mom, Grandma, and Alvin.
Grandma Alvin.
And Grandma Alvin. She gets on the site according to Alvin.
Really?
Yeah. That do you not notice?
You didn't tell me that.
That's in the community rules of like everything. That's in the Discord rules. We have a Discord, by the way. Just check the channel discussion tab. And I think it's on our fan site.
Yeah.
Yeah, and on our fans site, the rules are: rule number 1, keep things civilized or something like that.
Mm.
Rule number 2, respect the dumb crew because they run things. And then rule number 3 is no swearing allowed. My grandma gets on here.
Oh yeah,
And then the
yeah.
D&D, the Deeper and Dumb website, also has that as one of the 3 rules. It's just no foul language because my grandma gets on here and she'll spank me. Something along the lines of that.
Pardon.
I'm sure Alvin will correct me if I'm wrong. But yeah, that's also rule number 3 for the Discord.
All right, Alvin's grandma.
Hi,
Welcome,
hey, Grandma Alvin.
Grandma Alvin.
Grandma Alvin. I really hope.
Gralvin.
Yeah, Alvin. I really hope she makes an account one day and starts commenting on our videos.
Alvin, just do that for her.
Yeah, even if she doesn't understand it, just ask what she wants to comment and then type it out in your own way. Yeah.
Yeah. All right.
So, the Earl.
Yeah.
Now that we've burned all 20 minutes of the intro.
Oh, should we actually set it up, or do you want to talk about it after we finish watching it?
Set up what?
The
Chairs for the wedding?
yeah.
I was thinking about it, but
Because Lloyd 2 is getting married.
yeah, Lloyd 2 is getting married to Lloyd 3. Oh, we couldn't come up with like more clever names, so eventually there will be a Lloyd Jr. running around. Hopefully. Does Lloyd 3 also have a Hulk Hogan mustache?
I don't want to think about the procreation involved in that ordeal.
There's a lot of
Hulk Hogan stashing happening.
Yeah. There's just a little bit rubbing off due to friction.
Yeah, and then a lot of static electricity.
Yeah.
Because balloon.
I got it. I'm smelling what you're farting in. All right, I butchered that one up like a dog on a sunny day.
Like I chop.
So
you need to just cut all this out.
I'm leaving I'm uploading this as soon as we're done.
Alright, whatever.
It'll upload at like 5 a.m. I'll set it to that. We need to make that a regular upload time. It's like in the middle of the night to see what happens. Because everyone uploads at like noon our time. Like Game Grumps do it. Alpha Red does it. We got who else does it? I think PewDiePie goes like 2 o'clock in the afternoon. And then there's a few others that do it at noon. Like Rhett and Link used to do it on like 8 p.m. or 8 a.m.
What?
Yeah, they used to upload early in the morning.
Which channel?
The main one.
Good Mythical Morning?
That's what they used to do.
That's a morning show, though. I think they always upload it at 6 a.m. Eastern.
Oh, they do it at 6.
Yeah.
Whenever I watched it, it was 8.
It was 6 or 7.
I was back before the news, the scheduling was a thing, so they had to be awake to upload it. Yeah.
Anyway, we're going to watch the Earl. Hit play before we keep talking.
All right, so
in this frame here, you'll notice
the blinding abyss of
Luke's handsomeness.
What do you think the black dots are on the bottom? Wait, no, it's just dirt on the television.
Yeah, that's your TV, Gabe.
I was gonna say, do you think that's the crick out back? Whoops.
Oh, you broke everything.
Do I go back into full screen? Is it F?
Yeah.
I know things.
So, fun fact. This is mine and Drew's old room that we filmed in. And, alright, I don't...
You can do this too with the greater than or lesser than button.
Alright. Somebody has a gift to make. Anyway, so... this room, this was our old room. This no longer exists.
Yeah.
We destroyed that room this spring. And we are building a new house. So there will no longer be any... What is wrong with you?
This is amazing. I love this so much. This is gonna be the video.
there will no longer be any more episodes of Dumb in this house because
it's no more.
It's a little bit dead.
Yeah, it doesn't exist as much as it used to.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, the Nazis ended up blowing it up sky high into the ground. Yeah. I don't know. So, like, could this just be our explanation of our next episodes just not taking place there? Or do you think we'll be clever enough in the future to write some way out of it? This is gonna be a podcast with something else you like in the background.
I was gonna get into spoilers, so I just played it.
All right, so like, that was just a simple yes or no question.
What?
Do you think we'll find a way to write around it, or do you think we'll just leave this as the explanation for why we're not filming in the old house anymore?
This will not be the explanation.
Okay, we'll find out a way in the future.
We're like love.
Yeah.
We find a way.
All right, so like just a little backdrop. I feel like at some point we talked about making this like a common thing, where this is how we start every video.
Yeah, that's the intro.
Luke waking up. Because I remember our second episode started off just like this, but
Did it?
yeah, this was before he scrapped the door knocker idea. A little fun fact about what is that? I still don't know what that is.
That a mom. I'm gonna throw my mom under the bus here. She forgot to clean this dish up the night before, and that is just like steakum fat and gristle that had been sitting out for at least one night, maybe more. And it's okay though, because it's like the perfect thing that we could have ever gotten for our movie. And I'm realizing, like, we wiped a little bit on the side. Can you see that on the pan?
I do see that. I
did
think
not-
Luke touched it, and like this might be in the behind the scenes actually. Luke,
might
like,
be.
I remember Luke touching and like,
Yeah.
on the side of the pan.
Yeah. Wait,
I love the fact that it's not even on,
it's not on.
because we were a lot younger back then, like at least 4 years younger. I think is the right number.
2016, so 3 years.
We were at least 3 years. I know how to do math, except that I don't.
Same.
School's over, and I don't care.
Plus homeschool.
Yeah, plus homeschool. But yeah, so that's the primordial sludge. And then
I almost lost it while we were filming this, because that was an idea we had that day,
oh yeah,
and it's so disgusting. It just made me laugh so hard. So what we did was we tore up little bits of a styrofoam cup, and like pushed it underneath Luke's hair, because his hair was brittle.
oh yeah.
So you had to like stuff it under the flaps. It wasn't all fluffy.
You can see, actually, if you go really slow, you can see him like slowly like combing it out.
Yeah, he was trying to get every little bit out.
Yeah, which it turned out a lot better, because if we made it like actual dandruff size, you wouldn't have seen it.
Oh yeah.
'Cause it would have been like, we would have probably used salt
Mm-hmm.
as a substitute. I don't think Luke wanted salt in his hair, so.
Yeah.
But I don't know, he might have been into it. I'm not sure.
I mean, he's your boyfriend.
I mean, he won't say that, but. Yeah, the camera angle here is actually on top of a kitchen chair.
Yeah. Yeah, I had so you know how in like a tripod you have to spread the legs out to get it all stable. I had the legs stretched in so I could get that extra couple inches higher, and I put it on top of one of our kitchen chairs to get it it was like that far from the ceiling.
It was probably less than that. I think I was able to fit like 2 fingers, like right next to it, because I was doing behind the scenes stuff back behind you.
Yeah, but yeah.
I don't know where that footage is. If I had the raw footage, we
It's
could
on
go
No
back.
Mill Guy.
That's the edited stuff though. That's on Icy Games actually.
No, it's on the behind the scenes channel. You put it there.
Did I?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, it's in one of the playlists.
Excuse me.
But yeah, if I still had the raw footage, I would clip that all together and upload that. I just don't remember where I put it. It might have been back before I had money to get more space for hard drive and stuff. Yeah, so that's the danger of a styrofoam. That was hilarious. I really was good on his.
Stuck to the spatula. This was Sam's first major role, was it not?
This is the first time I've ever. I think because we recorded this scene, it's the only time I've ever talked to Sam outside of gym class. Even in gym class, I don't think I've ever talked to Sam before that day.
Sam was a quiet boy.
I don't think I talked to Luke too much either back in the day. Like, it was just like me, you hanging out.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, Luke. Back before me and Luke, well, I guess it was me and Drew thought of the idea of Dumb, and then, we got Luke in on it. It was just it was me and you, and then Drew and your brother Caleb were just hanging out.
We came up with the origin of GIMP back then. and then Cletus,
Yeah.
and then whatever Drew's character's name was.
The Intruder.
Is that an actual video?
What?
that we
Cletus?
made? Yeah.
That's The Intruder, episode number 3. Which?
No, the one with Gimph in it. The fitness training video.
Yeah. That. What is that?
I don't remember where it's at.
I have it somewhere.
Yeah. We really need to. After like a year goes by, we need to find all the footage and like clip together.
Dude, as soon as I get my room and I unpack, I'll be able to find all this old stuff and I'll be able to. We'll upload it. Because, I mean, looking back, they're dumb, but they're still funny.
It's
like
part of the process.
Yeah, I mean, it is.
Yeah.
Were you hinting at something?
No.
All right.
It's just the beginning of our process of creativity.
Yeah.
It's part of the process.
Well, yeah, you're embarrassed about the lip syncing to the Eye of the Tiger thing, right?
I know, it's cringy because it's so old.
Yeah.
Like Zach and Cody, your cousins. I will never remember
It's Jake
that the
and
other
Cody.
guy's name is Jake. But they probably look back and see the Cocoa Puff Showdown, those videos, and they're like, "Eee."
I don't think they've seen it since we uploaded it. Cause I sent them to you and you uploaded them without me knowing.
We still have them because of that.
Because of that.
Well, that was back before whenever, like, we were younger.
That was when my mom was paranoid about
FBI and
the FBI and people coming and taking us because they saw us on a YouTube video.
yeah. Well, looking back, like that was a genuine fear that existed in the past. But now that I'm looking at it like through like this, like, what guy says, "Yep, I'm kidnapping that kid today"? I can tell because they have the paneling of the black and white, and that comes from the 19. That was first manufactured by Tim Tebow in 1976. That's where that wallpaper came from, and they only manufactured that in like eastern Ohio, so it's somewhere around that area. And they go through like a whole process. Like those cabinets have like a mahogany finish. The only place that has a mahogany finish is Lowe's. That means there's Lowe's around there. It's some like off the wall thing. Like there's no way to possibly figure out where you live.
Yeah. Well, it's like.
I mean, it's traceable to some extent if you have the access to the information. But if you don't...
Well, like, people upload security footage now, and there's security cameras everywhere. You can't not be seen somewhere, so it's impossible to live... Like, you're either always afraid if you want to have that... Like, if you have that fear, you're always afraid.
Like Uncle Lance.
Like Uncle Lance. That's a great example. Like, if you want... Yeah.
Yeah.
Which sometimes my parents... Anyway.
My parents used to be the same way.
Really?
Yeah. Like, I wasn't allowed to upload anything.
And then you just did it anyway.
And then I just did that without them knowing.
Yeah.
And then somehow it got back to them and I got in trouble for it.
Yeah, I've tattled. I told my mom and she told yours.
Is that how that worked?
I'm pretty sure, because I was freaking out too, because I was a little scared boy.
Yeah.
I'm still a little scared.
And then after that sparked like my whole like Eisler 485 channel, and that was all the gameplay videos. And yeah. Actually, no, I lost access to that channel, and then I started the new one.
482.
Yeah, I had to use 482 because 485 was already used. Because I don't remember. I don't even know what my username would have been.
Yeah.
Well, that's all lost in time. Anyway, so this is Sam's first appearance.
Yeah, Sam. I mean, we had done a couple other things that he was in, but this was his first big role. This was his first role. No, I forgot about the Maulers, which we will get into another time after we upload that.
Mm-hmm. We'll do a react to that one as well.
Yeah, that was fun to shoot.
This is the director's cut. Strap in.
This was his first highly scripted role.
Yes.
Let's go with that.
This was the one that he was guided down the train tracks. Personally. By the train. It's like the DeLorean.
So this song you're hearing is the reason we cannot monetize this video.
No, this is the reason it is monetized.
It is not monetized.
Are they not?
We don't get any of the income is what I'm saying.
Yeah, they get all the proceeds of our 874 views as of right now.
Yeah.
Actually, it's 889. Because I remember looking at it earlier today and I'm thinking, man, if we were one view quicker, there's a lot of 8s on that screen. Yeah, what if we took...
There's our country boy sign on our
What
porch.
if we took this? Because we're talking about doing a skit where we need a front door. What if we just take that frame and use that?
There's front doors everywhere. Why would we need this one?
Because we don't need anything except this shot for the catch-up bit.
That.
Yeah. Because we only need this shot of Isaac hanging up laundry, and that's it. Just don't do anything with that information. Because yeah. I guess we could just record that anywhere else.
Yeah,
We don't have to do it.
You're very attached to our old house, and like I'm ready for it to be dead.
Well, yeah.
Like as soon as we move on from that house in the canon, I will be very happy because.
Yeah. That's the way it was with the trailer in this place. Because now I can have friends over.
Yeah.
It's not a crammed house.
Dude, I can't wait to have you guys over in my new room.
Yeah, we'll bench press Luke.
We can do that anywhere.
That's true. Yeah. Wait, so Isaac just throws Phil out because he's making bad eggs? And he put dandruff in it?
If your mom walked in the kitchen and you did this exact thing, how do you think she would react?
She would just go, I don't want to know, and walk away.
Well, yeah.
Because the amount of things I do in this house, she doesn't want to know about, it's a lot. As long as I don't interrupt her sleep, she doesn't care.
Well, this is the same person who put you outside because you were annoying her.
Oh yeah,
while
back
you
in
were
the day she
doing
was a lot
school.
different.
Yeah.
Like, now. Yeah. Now I'm old enough to drive.
She put you outside, you just drive away.
Yeah.
Like, I have friends. I'll just go over to my boyfriend's house.
And Luke's not there.
Yeah, you can come to my house. But this is our old spring house. We have a very old...
Is it still a thing?
Oh yeah, we didn't tear that down.
This was going to be the wizard tower in one of our videos, but we decided not to bring that up.
Well, also it has, like, vinyl siding on it. It does not look like a wizard tower.
I mean, not with that attitude. You think it looks like a bagel stand?
Well, it's part of the joke.
Oh my gosh, my windshield!
I want to talk about the windshield guy at some point. It doesn't have to be now.
It can be later whenever he shows up again.
Yeah.
So, is this the hillside by the gym?
I'm about to pan.
Oh yeah, it is! That's not where we used to play dodgeball and stuff.
Yeah, it's down over the hill. So this is my church. I will not say the name because I don't want you stalking me.
That's a nice car.
I
like that car.
Whose car is that? I think that's Jody's car.
The red one?
Yeah, the Mustang.
Yeah. I like that car.
She downgraded, unfortunately. No, that Ford's Jody's car. I don't know who drove that. We've gone through a couple of different staff changes recently.
How long did this take to record? Because there's a lot more cars there than there was in this shot.
That was a different day.
Oh,
I forgot to do this scene. I forgot to do the first shot the day we recorded.
So you just kind of trimmed it in.
Yes.
Okay.
Because you can see it's overcast later.
Yeah.
And it's sunny here. So, did I tell you what happened?
No.
In this shot? Our senior pastor came down while we were like, I was putting my camera stuff away, looked at us and just went, I don't want to know. I just...
So like my mom.
Yeah. Exactly, yeah.
Huh.
Like, I had gotten permission from other people, so I was like, I didn't care.
Yeah.
You came here for a job yesterday, you moron. Get lost.
I just want a job, man.
My mom is in a full body cast because of you.
Oh, it could have been worse. Well, now what am I gonna do?
What he's gonna do is go home and
Spoilers,
we'll
Gabe.
see. This bit made me laugh so hard whenever I first heard it, and because this was my first shot in Dumb, outside of the Maulers and stuff.
Oh, yeah. Just the concept or actually seeing it?
Both.
Like,
yeah,
he-
that's
he-
a good bit.
He mutes the soundtrack.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then obviously he has to read the book upside down.
Yeah, that made me giggle.
Yeah.
Phil, did you get the job?
Yeah,
I guess not.
that's my old iMac.
Oh, just so you
Yeah.
know, Gimp incinerated the neighbor's house again.
Was he making their breakfast?
I don't know. Probably.
Well, that's Gimp for you. 1 second he's making eggs. Next thing you know, he's pouring nitroglycerin into a frying pan.
Are we gonna keep that going? Like, the whole, like...
pyromaniac stuff.
And then Gimp making breakfast for other people.
I feel like you carried the breakfast thing more than we did.
Well, like, it's a thing. He's known to go around making breakfast for people, according to this scene.
Yeah.
And that's part of the lore, and I know Alvin will hold us to it, so... Yeah.
I mean, I guess I'm fine with it.
'Cause, I mean,
Do we want to make the joke that like you think he's really bad at cooking, but it turns out like he has
like a gourmet chef.
but only with breakfast. Like if you he can't make peanut butter and jelly for lunch.
Yeah, or chicken
He'll
nuggets.
still screw it up. He'll put salami on there somehow. He cannot make PB&J.
He accidentally puts ketchup in instead of jelly. Gimp, it's in the name. Peanut butter and jelly.
Oh, I thought you said PB&K.
So I'm like, ketchup. Well, ketchup started with a C, but I just kind of ignored it.
There's some brands that call it catsup.
Catsup?
CATSUP.
Sounds gross.
Well, it's just ketchup, but less ketchup, more cat.
Oh, I get it.
By the way, you remember my 5th grade teacher?
The one who became the Earl of the Sandwich Islands?
Earl was his teacher. That makes no sense.
Yeah.
Because wait. So what's in our heads at the moment, currently, as we're recording this, is that Phil and Isaac have been skipping school for years. Like they've run away from all authority figures.
Yeah.
And they're just like they're jumping from house to house. But they had a 5th grade teacher, or Isaac did.
I mean, at the time of recording, what grade was Sam in?
So Sam just got his permit.
So
He was like 13, 12 or 13.
So he would have been in... Probably would have been 5th, 6th. Because I think we started doing this whenever I was in 7th. No. Yes? No.
You were getting ready to drive when we did this.
I think I was in 8th grade. I feel like I was in 8th.
Wait, 2016, so you were 16.
I don't remember what grade I was in.
Well, whatever. Anyway.
I think I was in... I don't know.
What grade are you in when you're 16? Comment below.
Like, comment, and subscribe if you were in 16th grade.
Well, he's in town.
Isaac? Where is my sandwich?
One of the best reveals in the episode. It went over big. Your cat's licking my plate. It went over big at the premiere.
Oh, yeah. Like, I think that's the best way to introduce any character we could have ever done.
Yeah.
Just make him show up and ask where his sandwich is, because he's the Earl of Sandwich.
Yeah. The Earl of Sam.
Stop talking to this name.
Fun fact about the Earl. A couple things. One, do you remember Elijah was going to play him?
I feel like I remember something like that, but
I had no memory of it until I was like, we were talking about Elijah the other day, and I found one of our old Hangouts conversations with him, and he was like apologizing for not being able to be the Earl. He was too busy that summer.
I remember Nate was supposed to be one of the thugs.
Nah, I don't think I would have asked Nate because
Like his parents had the same stance that your parents did, where no internet face allowed.
Well, it might have been that, but it was also like we invited him over for the St. Peter episode, which I don't know if... Yeah, that's on Vimeo.
It's on Vimeo. That's the release.
Yeah.
Because Alvin requested.
Yeah, I invited him over to be on that, and like he came over, and then he was like, I don't want to be in front of the camera. I'm like,
You can be the light guy.
okay. No, he just stood there and just
Existed.
yeah. So I did his role.
And you see, whenever that happened to me, well, I didn't say I didn't want to be in the front of the camera, but whenever I was over there and I wasn't in the shot, I was just doing behind the scenes bits.
Yeah.
I thought we were hilarious.
Yeah.
And at some point, I'm like, we might want to remember some of this stuff and like how we recorded it and like the beginning of the legacy is now. So I'm like, all right, I'll just take the camera over and we can record or use it as a second camera angle.
Yeah. I'm glad you did that because at the very least, like,
We have snippets of Donald Trump's a Nazi and stuff like that.
yeah.
I found that hilarious, even to this day, because that's back before we even knew what politics were. For the most part,
I thought I knew. I still think I know, but I don't.
Yeah, nobody really truly does. It's all politics are is just who can be the biggest meme and they get the most votes because that's what drives the nation. The world runs on memes, not Dunkin'.
That is.
Did you know Dunkin' Donuts isn't even in every part of America? It's
No
only
wonder America's falling apart.
like their slogans. America runs on Dunkin',
Yeah.
but it's not on the it's not in Central. It's just on like a little bit on the West Coast and a lot on the main stuff's on the East Coast over here. It's like I'll talk to Dragos about that, and he has no recollection of like Dunkin' Donuts being around.
What a travesty.
Anyway,
So that, and then, this bit, the idea for the Earl came after, like Luke thought of these lines, but he was thinking them for Phil. Like he thought like Phil would go through a Shakespearean phase where he would bust in a room and say, "Isaac, where is my sandwich? Stop talking to this knave," etc., etc.
yeah, I feel like he still has like a slight hold on that because of the bit he wrote about the Limbo Rock.
No, yeah.
I think that'd be cool to record. We should record that sometime.
I'd be into that.
We have a lot of bits that we just aren't going to record for a little while.
Yeah, we're all aspiration and no perspiration.
I feel like that perfectly describes our channel. Like a little bit too well. We aspire for greatness, but greatness is like an 8. We're like right now we're going at like 6.5, 3/4.
6 and 7/8.
Yeah, 6 and 7/8. So we gotta like kick it up at least the remainder of that because I don't want to do math. So I'm just gonna make it sound like I feel like
1 and 1/8, right?
1 and an 8. Yeah, 1 and an 1/8.
Yeah.
Yeah. Wait,
I can do math. Serves that, Gabe's. Wait. Take that, Gabe's mom.
Alvin's grandma.
Alvin's grandma.
Or Alvin.
All right, Alvin, you have a new name for your grandma. It's Gralvin now.
Grandma Alvin's Gralvin.
About the quest for which I have sent thee. As you recall, not long ago, as I drifted into my midday.
Now that I think about it, are we going to record the bit where Lance blows up their house and he's just like standing in the kitchen with like a 2x4? Because at some point we could still do that.
Mm-hmm.
It just won't be as recognizable because it'll be a construction site to some extent. So we could still record
Have you been
it.
to our house? It's not a construction site.
At some point it'll look like it's very much under construction. Like once you start hanging the drywall and not mudding it, like at that point we could probably pull it off. Yeah.
Spoilers, by the way.
If we can find a way to record that, it's probably not going to happen.
Yeah, we'll see.
But yeah.
We'll try to make things happen.
Slumber, with shopping magazine upon
Minute
my
3.
breast, I spake thusly. Isaac, make me a sandwich. 'Twas a simple request, yet it has gone unheeded. And so, as punishment for this deed, for every 10 seconds I
I think
do
if
not
we
have said
re-recorded
sandwich,
this, we could
I
make
shall
his
pick
costume
one
more
window.
exotic.
Yeah, it definitely needs it. We were trying to make it loud.
Is he wearing sweatpants?
Yeah. And he's barefoot too.
My God. Oh, I remember that now.
No, I set an alarm so I would go home, but I'm not gonna go home.
We're in the middle of a thing.
That's right.
We're only part of the way through the Earl.
So this role would definitely push Drew. This was bigger than anything he'd ever done. We were just everything we'd done up to this point was just basically us screwing around. But this, we had like a rigid script. Like it was like to get across what we were trying to get across, you had to say it specifically, enunciate it specifically.
Yeah.
And this one, like this, yeah. It turned out well, but we were definitely pushing him with this one.
Yeah, we'll cover that later whenever we get to some of his lines.
Well, that one was like that was his biggest monologue.
That one?
I think so. Wasn't
Oh, he's got a bigger one later
Really?
on.
it? All right, let's
Like
get
that
to
one,
it.
that took probably, I think it took 6 or 7 takes to do that one right.
Oh my, yes.
Because
Yeah,
the
it's
sledgehammer in the walkout, like, he kept getting caught up with the
Mark,
sledgehammer.
Sandwich.
Like
I shall
cane?
break
Like,
one window.
oh yeah, because we didn't. No, he had a sledgehammer at one point.
Oh yeah.
Eventually, he's just like, this is getting really heavy, so we just told him to not have the sledgehammer. I think it's on the floor right out of shot here.
Yeah.
Wait,
And then
so,
and when we just changed it, he has the
I do
sledgehammer
not have
afterwards.
such sandwich.
Yeah.
I shall break one window.
in this walkout, it took a few takes. Which I think that was our best, his best performance to date.
It's very funny.
I kinda told him he could stay for a week.
That turned out well considering.
Why would you tell him he
Yeah.
could stay here for a week?
Now that I think about it, why didn't we just have it like play out?
Yoga.
'Cause he's only gonna be there a week.
Okay, well then why didn't you ask him to leave before he thought he could stay?
Because he's caused like hundreds of dollars in property damage within the first couple hours he's been there.
I did
True.
ask him, but all he said was to tell Gimp to make breakfast for the neighbors.
I like how he told Gimp to make breakfast for the neighbors.
Okay.
That could be our cop out. He doesn't actually know how to cook, but he's like, why don't you just go be useful and make breakfast for the neighbors? Okay, and then he just walks away.
Alright, let's ask him.
That could be the lore behind it.
Yeah.
I'm fine with that.
That's
Alvin,
right.
write it down.
Yeah.
Causes trouble everywhere.
Send us your notes.
No one
Yeah.
else can know about it.
It's just like a wall of just like the detective like dots connecting everything.
Hey, it's Gimp.
Gimp, look, this really isn't a good time.
Look at babyface Gabe.
Yeah.
For the rest of the day.
Man, that was right after I got a haircut.
Okay.
I can still do his voice. It's a little bit deeper now. That's the
listen,
point.
We need to
Yeah.
talk.
Very well.
Gimp
What
is.
has thee to say?
We just made Gimp because he was
Well-
like. We just wanted a Patrick character, basically.
I mean, everyone loves a Patrick character.
Yeah, I do.
Yeah.
Except like Gimp's more lovable than Patrick.
Yeah.
Like Gimp's dumb, but he's like dumb in a way that makes you go.
It's like a special child. You know I'm not wrong.
Oh,
This
dude.
is as long as his monologue scene.
Yes, it is. I remember it now.
I was really hoping the way you were going to edit this, because I remember recording it and it
So
took
why
multiple
in the world
times
would
to
you wanna
shut the
do that?
curtains here. I really hope you're just going to keep it going. Like, it's very clear that there's more closing of window.
That one, that gag, that cracked me up when
Oh,
I thought
yeah.
of that one. Just the guy outside.
Why in the world would you want to stay with us?
Like, what I was really hoping for is this goes on for like 30 seconds.
Yeah, I should have drug it out, but I honestly, we ran out of windows in my house.
Oh, yeah. We should have just started looping it. Like, just having it go over and over.
And then we
like-
just cut back to Phil and Isaac going.
Like that. It just keeps going and 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 going.
And like we cut back to like Phil and Isaac are watching him go around the room.
Why is that?
Yeah, and then we cut back to him keeping on doing it. And like you cut back to Phil and Isaac and Phil's just gone and you just hear sizzling from the kitchen. Well, I got hungry. We should make a remastered version.
So this.
Uh,
Hang on. This shot here was difficult because I don't know what I'm doing.
The exposure is so different.
Well, that's what I'm going to talk about. So if you watch, like I had to like adjust the
The brightness on it?
the ISO, I guess it's called. Like as soon as Drew reached here, I had to like bump it up because it was so different.
Oh yeah, I see it. Well, with well, you used Premiere for this, so like with the new Premiere.
I had the cheap
update-
Premiere at the time.
Yeah, with the new Premiere, you can progressively do it, so it'd be less of a cut.
Well, I did that in camera,
Oh,
which is why it looks ugly.
it doesn't look that bad. I didn't even notice it until you said something. Like in real time, it just looks like the camera's readjusting.
Yeah, it worked
It
out.
works. Yeah.
Why has that asked me?
Is the is the
Well,
candle
Don't
like,
look at the candle.
Destroy our house.
the candle like different
I'm
lengths?
emotionally involved now.
Merely
Oh, okay.
consequence of thine actions.
No, it's not. But that's not the point.
It definitely is because it
Point
was
is,
different
you're
days.
a wealthy
Oh
politician.
yeah,
You can see
100%.
Luke's hair length
Does thee
change.
It really has.
merely consequence of thine actions.
Can we just? I really want to make that a
That's
character
not the
trait of Phil that he
Point
can
is,
rapidly
you're a
grow
wealthy
hair.
politician. Why are you here?
Does thee remember my wife?
Yeah.
This is
the longest had nothing one. To do Ah,
This.
the Earl of the Sandwich
This
Islands
took a day to
was
record.
social
Oh, yeah.
gathering in the
Like we
fine
recorded
state of
my
New York.
my line
When
at
I
the
happened
beginning
to
whenever Phil first turns off the soundtrack.
A ticket.
We recorded that
commonly
bit.
known as
We
the
went pretty
Powerball
much
ticket.
straight from that.
To my great delight, it was the victor.
I think we recorded all these shots in one
I
day.
then made a wise decision
For the
to
past,
increase
from
my
where
funds.
I was to
It
this
was
point.
intelligent.
Mm,
Shrewd.
That was
maybe.
all
Dynamic.
one day.
I bet on a horse. Again, to my delight, I was victorious.
We're actually kind of
I then
decent.
decided to invest in raising a horse of mine.
Back
own.
then.
He was magnificent. I named him Ozzy, the small.
After we got past like
the
the
suit.
creative process,
Alas,
we
when
got
it
to
came
the
his
point
time to
where
race,
we were
he
recording
tripped
it.
and caused a
Yeah.
three-horse
I don't think we changed too much
Needless to say, he did not survive.
recording it.
I was
Like we
too
added
different financially
we added
to
lines here and there.
I tried to add a whole emotional scene in the script that we totally scrapped when
Huh.
we filmed. Like the Phil's wife had cancer, or the
I
Earl's.
remember this.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it was a bad idea. It's a good thing we kept it the way it was.
Remember that for the future. I'm not talking to Elvin. I'm talking to you.
I know you're talking to me.
We're a comedy channel. Just remember that.
to pay my debts. I owed to dozens. Yet one man
But
took
look
me
at
for
Shrek and how
months.
famous he is.
He set
He's
fire
just a
to my
comedy. He's
residence
just a
in
character. It's like Luke.
He doth not know that Isaac and I share companionship.
Oh, it's quite a story.
That was cracking me up because we had
Look,
just eaten
why don't
lunch.
you go
That's why
upstairs,
Luke
get
had to
some
clear
rest.
his throat.
Isaac's
Yeah.
now cleaning up the
I mean, it works. It just
Thank you,
Yeah.
my friend.
I mean, it makes sense.
Mm.
Like if you sit still for a while, your voice kind of gets tired, and you gotta like clear it.
Yeah.
My favorite part is whenever it
Isaac
cuts
and I
back
share
to
companionship.
Phil and Isaac's face is just bored out of his mind.
Look, why don't
Somebody
you go
commented
upstairs
that,
and
and I
get
was
some
like,
rest?
"Oh yeah, he
Isaac's
does
now
look
cleaning up down here.
dead inside."
Like he looks like me when I'm at work. But yeah, it's just man, I don't want to be here. Can I go home?
Yeah.
That's how Isaac probably felt whenever we were recording. Sam probably felt when we were recording
Isaac,
this.
we are getting him out tonight.
But how?
This was the last thing we recorded that day. This took, I think this was one take, and
I've got an idea. Let's go.
it was acceptable. Then you made us do it again. That was the take we used.
No, I think there was a couple more.
We could use this shot.
For what?
This ketchup bit.
What do you mean use it for that? Just like as an exterior shot, as a
Yeah.
establishing shot?
Like no.
Why?
It's only gonna be.
We don't have the
we're
interior
not
anymore.
It doesn't matter. We can just use still frame and just put an audio track underneath it. It'll work. I'm
Pardon.
telling you.
Why? So, but they're inside, right? In the kitchen?
No, Isaac's outside hanging laundry, and Phil can't find the bread, but it's in the fridge, and they're arguing past the doorway.
So all you hear is Phil's dialogue. You don't actually see him.
Isaac, where's the bread? It's in the fridge. Why is it in the fridge? Because it belongs there.
Okay.
That kind of thing. We're
That's
just
not
back
what
and
I was
forth.
picturing. Okay.
It's like a husband and wife yelling at each other, but the wife's like
It's
washing
like
dishes.
the Incredibles thing.
Yeah, where's my super suit?
Yeah, yeah.
that. It's someone off. We could just do it from. No, I like cutting it. I'd like to cut it to that whenever Phil. Not that specifically, but like. Cut to like a shot, kind of like. Something like that where Phil's yelling his lines. And cut to like Isaac doing whatever outside. Maybe various different tasks. Like he could be weed whacking at one point. And then like.
Milking a cow.
Milking a cow.
But
Then-
we zoom out and it's just udders in the bottom. It's not.
It's like Gimp holding a glove. Are we done yet? No, shut up.
Okay.
Yeah, something like that.
Okay. Yeah, that's fine.
Because I guess we could just record that here. And then just. We don't have really an exterior shot outside of like this and the other shot beforehand of outside the house.
Yeah. This is our buddy Zach.
He's a Zach.
He did not want any speaking parts, and I was like, all right, I
But
got you, buddy.
We gave him one anyway.
He doesn't speak. He whispers.
Oh yeah, he whispers.
Yeah. Yes, you can have a cookie.
Yeah, that's his one line.
Yeah.
I really wish Alvin put that in as a cut. It's just translation. Can I have a cookie?
Yeah, so he did not want any speaking parts, so I was like, all right, I got you covered. So you're a stalker, and you wear my black hoodie. Go.
He did a good job.
Yeah,
He has a smile that says it all. Like we know what his intent
he
is.
does have a good smile for this part.
Yeah. That's all the more I'll say about it. If you watch the behind the scenes, he T-Rex walks off like the
Yeah, he shuffles his feet a little.
which I found hilarious.
It was very funny. He definitely got chuckles
Hey,
for the
boss,
premiere.
we have news.
Yeah.
Yes, you can have a cookie.
That's something we just ad-libbed
boss.
on that
We
day.
found him.
Yeah. This is our garage.
Yeah.
This character.
Oh, goody goody. Where
I
did you
think
find
he's
him,
our
man?
pinnacle of
He's
comedy,
living with a neighbor and
honestly.
his brother. Oh, goody
It's like
goody.
Superman, but
It sure
evil
is
without
nice of
any
you guys
powers.
to help a poor guy like me out. You know,
Megamind?
it's been about 5 years since I burned his house down.
Yeah, but he's not
I'm
blue.
kinda bad about that. No, I don't.
Cats.
I'm evil.
But he's Canadian, like Will Ferrell.
Right.
There she is.
Is Will Ferrell
No.
Canadian?
He's like
I
Will
think it's
Ferrell
fine.
mixed with Superman
We
without any
pay
powers
our
and not blue like
friend.
Megamind.
A little visit.
I was gonna say Mega Man, but that's also a different character entirely. That shot, hang on.
Friend.
This shot took so many tries because we couldn't get the mask on straight, and even the final cut
Yeah.
wasn't right.
I just finally decided, it's funny enough that he can't get it right. So we'll
Yeah.
just leave it like this.
I think this is our 9th try we got this one. And he really tried.
Yeah, he did. This is...
That is the lake of Haganagamaga back there.
This is laughable.
Oh yeah.
Phil, are you sure this is a good idea? I mean,
I mean-
he's our friend.
It's an airport if I've ever
What
seen
could go
one.
wrong?
I've never seen an airport.
One ticket to
No, I have.
Mongolia,
I've
please.
been to an airport before. It looks just like that. This is Deborah.
Deborah, dubbed by Alvin. We did not actually give this character a name.
Wait, is that the same hat that I was wearing?
It may in fact be.
I'm like, I recognize the back of that hat from anywhere.
Oh, that's one of my mom's old business suits.
Yeah, it does look like a woman's business
Yeah.
because the buttons go in the other way. That's how you can tell the difference. Which way the buttons go. Also, the fact that it says W on the front of it for Wumbo.
Yeah. Anyway, this definitely at the premiere, people had mixed feelings.
Like some people didn't know whether to run away, hide their children, or laugh.
Some did all three.
Yeah, that was me.
Welcome to Turbulence Airlines. How may I help you?
One ticket to Mongolia, please.
Is that where the Earl of
You have to be
Sandwiches
18 years or
actually?
older to buy a ticket.
Like what
behind-
country is the
I
Earl of
am
Sandwiches?
18.
No,
The
Yes, I
Sandwich
am. No, you're
Islands
not.
are by
Yes, I am.
Hawaii,
No, you're
I
not.
think.
Yes, I am.
No, you're not.
Yes, I am.
No.
Well, how old are you? Well, that didn't work.
You see, Phil, it's all about tearing up when.
So what is that piece of paper
All
he's
right,
holding?
Isaac.
That's a
Looks like
withdrawal
someone has a
slip for a
plan.
bank.
Alright, there's that answer. I wish we had the original footage of the behind the scenes because I really want to use some of those shots that we had there. Originally, I was only supposed to be that far from his face, but we couldn't hold a straight face. So we distanced it a little bit to like just to the hang loose distance. And
Yeah, it would have been funnier if you guys were closer.
yeah. I think if we did it now I could hold it. But that's because I've matured. And also I'd wear the right shirt.
Yeah, Gabe could not find the shirt he wore the first day, so he put on another gray shirt and just wore it backwards.
Which
Like if he turned around, you would be able to see Darth Vader.
you can see it later on.
Oh, what'd you do there?
How did we do that? We turned it inside out.
No, because the seams look right.
We turned it
Looks
inside
like
out. I
someone has a
guarantee it.
plane to catch.
How did we do that?
Maybe that
I
was
am-
the third day.
I am so impressed by that. But we would have reshot everything else.
No, we wouldn't have had to.
I am so impressed.
Because that looks like a different color. Yeah, that's a different shirt.
Is it?
Yeah.
Well,
Because you can see Darth Vader right there. You see the words?
yeah, you can see the red. At some point. Oops. Yeah, you can see like the slight red.
Yeah.
In the other shots, you can see it pretty clear. Right there.
Hello.
Name thy master, lest I smite thee.
Ooh, is that a poem?
No, you don't. 'Tis a query of the utmost importance.
I was
That will
so
elucidate
high on
the
Mountain Dew
origin
during
of
this, I couldn't keep my eyes open.
Must be a taco stand.
You can hurt me?
Nope.
Then what?
This was not in. We did not script this. We just decided like this just it feels weird not having them interact, and after we filmed, like I'm so glad we did because, like, the person with the highest verbal IQ has to talk to the person with the lowest verbal
yeah.
IQ, and I really liked how this turned out.
Yeah. It feels a little insulting that most of Gimp's lines are just like my responses. But at the same time, it worked out beautifully.
Yeah.
Then why hast thou come?
Well, I came to watch the game with Phil and Isaac, but if they're not here, I'll just leave.
No, you cannot.
Right there is pretty
You
obvious.
know of my presence, and now you must be neutralized.
I already had all my shots.
Here, boy, fetch the chip.
Oh boy!
And we were going to have a sequence where I ate like 18.
It's in the credits.
Oh yeah, it is. I'm glad it made it in there because man, I did not eat Doritos for like at least
A year.
it probably was. I could eat anything except like nacho cheese Doritos because that's what we used.
I don't know
And-
why that was a problem for me. That's how I
Oh
eat
my
Doritos
God.
anyway, just like
Here, boy.
shoving them in.
Best part is that's not even a nacho cheese Dorito. That's a tortilla that we like colored orange.
No, we didn't even color it.
Did we not?
No.
That's just a tortilla chip.
Yeah, don't you remember from the behind the scenes? I was like yelling, trying to find the food coloring,
Oh yeah.
and Drew was like, "Buy a $1 bag of Doritos." Like, I don't want to leave the house.
I remember that. And so much so that now that Dorito, the picture of the Dorito, is your login for your computer. That's how proud you
Because
were.
I was gonna see if I could figure out how to do it in post, make it oranger.
Yeah.
That was just my reference photo, and then I was like, "This is my login image now."
Fetch the chip.
Oh boy!
Oh boy. My uncle loves GIMP from that interaction alone.
Just fetch the chip.
Phil,
Yeah.
I can't help but feel like we should help the Earl out.
We are helping him out. We're helping him out of the house.
That is by far probably my favorite
Isaac, don't
line of
worry
the
about
episode.
it. We're in
Really?
right here.
Yeah, we're helping him out of the
Besides,
house.
at this point, I don't think anything could change my mind except a corpse in the living room.
It's just so much fun to record.
It was my favorite day of recording.
Like I laid down there so long that whenever I sat up, my body started gyrating.
Man, we need to wake him up.
I don't think that's the right word.
Probably not.
It vibrated, like
Yeah.
it was just like spasmed.
Oh yeah, that's in the behind the scenes too.
It feels like a cartoon, like something hitting the power lines.
The sound effect?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You awake, him?
Yeah.
What happened? Where's the Earl?
Well, I didn't want to miss any of the game, so I asked that nice man that moved in with you if I could come over and watch the game and have a.
Should have redid this. I lost the voice. But it's part of the process.
I had a lot.
It was a long day.
Anyway,
Yeah, it
a man
was.
came in with a ski mask on and took him away.
with a ski
It was his mom.
Man, it must have been those thugs.
A man with
Isaac, we gotta save
like
him.
the I don't know if anyone else found this funny, but Wheeler laughing so hard because Gimp acknowledges that it was a man in a ski mask, and then he asks, "You think it was his mom?"
Yeah, which in the script, that's not what's in the script.
Is it not?
No, it's someone with a ski mask
Oh,
came
okay.
in. In my mind, I just couldn't divert away from the idea of him thinking it was a man, then thinking it was his mom.
Uh,
Like, that was
Man,
hilarious to me.
it worked out, and that's a very funny image. That's desktop worthy.
Yeah. I feel like that sums up the Earl a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
Phil and Isaac worried about the situation at hand, and Gimp just wants more Cheetos.
Trying to figure out where his mom is.
Like with the ski mask.
But how? We don't know where he's going.
I've got an idea.
This next scene we were greatly inspired by the Monty Python scene with the witch. Just the sheer illogic of, just a process of thinking that should not get you anywhere rational actually gets you to the answer that you're looking for.
Yeah.
It's a fair cop.
Yeah. Monty Python does it quite a bit. I enjoy all the bits. I thought So that's what inspired this?
Yeah, that's what me and Luke were basing it off of.
Okay.
And then this, I just thought I've never played Slender Man. I kind of get the references. Like I've seen the PewDiePie and Markiplier playthroughs, but I just thought it was funny that he would have an image of that laying around.
Yeah, like he's just out in the woods and he just takes like, oh, this looks kind of neat.
Yeah.
Can't believe someone would staple this to my tree and just takes it inside.
What? Oh, sorry, that's for another time.
You can see what we ended up drawing later.
Yeah, we were like, all right, well, we have it done. Let's just kind of like put this over top because we needed a way. We used the base reference and then made a story around it.
I think it was hand in hand.
I mean, it was all pretty much a Luke thing.
Yeah, Luke's good at this stuff.
Now then. Isaac, what day is it?
Tuesday?
Tuesday. The second day of the work week.
At this point, it was already
How
drawn
many
up.
eyes does the
You can
Earl
see a
have?
little bit of the black in the corner.
Yeah.
Two?
Not on the TV because it's
Two eyes on
the
Tuesday.
desktop
He's on
monitor. You
Second
can see
Street.
some of the black.
What other streets are there?
Well, there's Maple Street, Elm Street, Main Street.
I had no idea what to
Sesame
do.
Street.
Sesame Street.
Yeah, I mean,
Does anyone
it
know
felt-
how to get to Sesame Street?
yeah.
No. I mean, they ask all the time.
Exactly. So logically, we can deduce that Sesame Street is hidden. What else is hidden?
Well, there's Change, the remote.
My parents.
Atlantis. Atlantis was a city.
Like
that
how
sank
Isaac
into the
acknowledges it,
Atlantic
like,
Ocean.
what? And then
Or-
Phil's just like, yeah,
There's
whatever,
Atlantic
let's
City.
keep going.
Yeah.
Sesame Street.
Wow. It's funny because they said they were taking him to the old abandoned warehouse.
What?
Now, if you see there, like, everything came true, but not in the way you were thinking, because it's the old abandoned Sesame Street seed warehouse or whatever.
Wait, yeah, I thought it said watermelon at the bottom. I'm like, where did the watermelon come from? The old abandoned sesame seed watermelon.
Yeah. And then we forgot that we had the red truck parked in the driveway, and that it shows up later. I might have been Smitty. I don't remember who caught it.
I can't remember.
It might have been Alvin.
It probably was
It
Alvin.
was probably Alvin.
Yeah. I'd say it was Alvin.
Yeah, it was probably or Gralvin. Who knows?
Yeah, it could have been Gralvin.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
But that was not supposed to be there.
It's just the garage.
Yeah, it was just like I filmed this right. I think when everybody was leaving for the day,
I think so, yeah.
something like that.
'Cause I wasn't here for your shot of this.
Yeah. Something.
Do we ever see the back of it?
Hello.
Yeah, we do. All right, so we drew on the other side of this bag the original face, but I don't remember who was drawing it, but they got so caught up in their art that they drew it upside down, and we weren't able to put it on Drew's head. So if you look, you can see on the right side of the screen, there's the eye on the bottom.
Yeah. Of the original
Yeah.
face.
Yeah. Dude, I remember those pants. Oh, wait. Are those the pants with tape on them? That's me on the left and Zach on the right.
Yeah.
No,
Did I
that's...
make him wear my jeans?
Yeah.
That feels right. Sorry, Zach.
I
I think I still have those pants too.
Let's look at the behind the scenes. If he's wearing jeans whenever he first gets there, I don't think so.
Well, I don't know that he had blue jeans because he's an inside boy and I'm a country boy. So it was like, all right, well, a thug does not have cargo shorts, as far as I can tell.
Unless they're ghetto.
Like all the thugs that I know of that I've met in my life.
Yeah, like all 20,000 of them.
Right. So I'm like, no, jeans feels right. You gotta wear these.
Yeah. And I just kind of like wore what I would to gym, but it's all black.
So I told you to wear black.
Yeah.
So it worked out.
And like the gun that Zach's holding, I think we got at Dollar General. Maybe it was Dollar
Is
Tree.
that your old gun?
No, the one I'm holding is my old airsoft gun.
Yeah.
It just I put tape around the tip,
Oh, yeah.
so there's no orange.
I found out a way. Like I broke the muzzle purposely on that one so I could get the orange cap off.
Yeah, I remember that. I think that was a. I don't remember if it was a day off thing though.
I don't remember. It might have been because I don't usually prepare.
Yeah. That's the way we do it. We're so prepared, we just wing it.
That's right. Hello.
Sorry about the kidnapping, Earl.
No, I'm not.
Cause I'm evil.
Why
Needs to be a
hast thou
shirt.
brought me to this
'Cause I'm evil?
disgusting
Because of
filth
me.
infestation?
That'll be our first.
Well, you see, Earl, I'm not usually
First
an
merch
angry
item.
man, but you really went and hurt my feelings. I had a lot of money wagered on that horse race, and I intend to have.
I don't remember much from recording this.
I've already exhausted all my resources on trying to resolve
We recorded
this
Zach's bit,
transgression.
then we recorded
What
this
more
bit.
could you possibly do to me to quench your wrath?
Well, you see,
Yeah.
there are some things you need
And after we were done with that, we recorded
There are
the
many different kinds.
the Drew on the bicycle.
Emotional, physical, mental, that feeling
Behind
you
the
get
scenes.
when you read
Right.
YouTube
Yeah.
comments. I, for one, enjoy doing all at the same time. So first,
I like how reading
go on your
YouTube comments is one of the things he lists, but our YouTube comment section is probably the best place on YouTube.
And
I
then,
am
when you think
100%
there's nothing
behind
else
that.
Can go wrong, we'll make yodeling
Like
back to
it's
pastime.
only a fun
Why
place to
wouldst
be.
thou do
Yeah.
this?
Cause I'm evil.
I love how big his eyes get.
I'm evil.
Like- That's amazing.
It's Kawaii Phil.
Big enemy eyes. It goes from this to that. Did you take my stapler? Oh, no, like. Have you seen? I think it's called Office Space.
No.
Oh man, we need to watch it sometime. If I edit this, Gabe, put up a reference image of the guy I'm thinking of. You take my stapler.
All right.
Let's see it after we're done here. I like how it looks like the light is like blinding him in the eyes. Like, look how much brighter his eyes are compared to his regular skin.
Yeah. That's because it's probably like refracting through the.
Yeah.
This is back in the day, so we have a lot of inside jokes that we repeat a lot. This was back in the Mission Impossible theme, inside joke days. So we were like, so Phil's the kind of guy who would be like singing that theme to himself, and he's on an adventure. So I was like, this has to happen, and I really like that. It's still. So this is my attempt at a day for Night Shot, which worked out, I guess.
Now that I'm realizing it, we just made Phil Luke now, back then. Because I feel like we would do this in real life. Like if we were like pretending to sneak around somewhere, at like Walmart or something. I think Luke would genuinely
Yeah,
put on the charade of the dum 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 dum,
totally.
and Isaac would just be walking behind him regularly. And Sam.
Well, here's what I think. I think when we're at our best, like, when our characters, it's when we're acting like when we're acting the most like the funniest versions of ourselves.
Yeah, like Lance.
Like like Lance, you go on insane ramblings from time to time, and
Yeah.
so we just what if you're a crazy old redneck dude with conspiracy theories? That just gives you a channel to ramble and rant more.
Yeah. Even though I know nothing about the government, which feeds into what Lance says, blaming it for everything.
Yeah. Which is interesting. I wonder, like, with that theory, I wonder what will happen whenever we do, spoiler alert, when we have the wizard scene.
Oh.
'Cause
If we have the wizard scene.
Yeah, yeah, maybe. Because,
We still don't know what form that episode's going to take place.
right.
Or what that
'Cause
form it'll take.
Yeah, because at the moment I'm still playing him.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We might actually get friends by then. Maybe you won't have to. Unless you really want to.
I'd try it. I'd like to.
Because if Luke's gonna leave us for his acting career as it skyrockets into the Upside Down, I'm realizing that's a Stranger Things reference, and
Yes,
I
it
didn't
is.
mean it to be.
You meant to say it blows sky high into the ground.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I meant to say that, but in different words.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like we'll need more actors,
Yeah. I don't know.
so I might force you to make do with some things. We need to find you an improv character, as well as Sam.
It's funny because me and Luke were improvising really well last night. We had a bonfire, and we were just. I told you what characters we were playing. I'm not gonna say it here, but it was very funny. We were just thinking of ideas like that.
Let's see, what are Sam's biggest interests?
Uh,
We should just give him a
Me.
nerd character.
Hmm?
We should just give him Melvin. I feel like he could play Melvin.
Hey guys, what's going on? Have you seen my pictures of my grandma? She's pretty cool, right? She gives me cookies.
I feel like he could play Melvin. 'Cause I can play Melvin, or he can play Melvin. Either way, someone's playing Melvin. And I feel like if we give him the boss glasses, like, I'm gonna hit play and keep rambling, because if not, we're gonna be here forever. So if we give him Melvin and give him the glasses and maybe the sweater vest, I feel like he'd be a perfect Melvin.
we'll give it a try.
This knave. Knave?
All right. So I think in the script we had another shot,
I think so too.
like from here to here, but I didn't have it, and it made me laugh so much that he was just standing there staring still.
Like looking into his dreamy eyes.
While I was editing, I saw that. I was like, all right, I'm just gonna keep this.
Yeah.
Knave? I'm sorry, sir, but I can't let you hurt this man.
Oh, really?
I do like the intimidation of. That looks like an intimidating shot. Like, you just walked into something and Zach's back there happy as can be.
Oh, Zach.
I'm sorry, sir.
This is a
but I
jolly
can't let you
green
hurt this
giant.
man. Oh, really?
Oh, I see what you
But I
did.
can't let you hurt
This
man.
shot right here.
Oh.
Okay, I see what you did. Alright.
What did I do? Did I do something smart?
We did this point of view is all one shot.
Mm-hmm.
And you just chopped it up.
Mhm.
So there's this shot.
Knave?
This shot. You didn't cut this part out because reasons.
Uh-huh.
And this, I don't know. I think you just left it in so we have something to cut back to.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, sir, but I can't let you hurt this man. Oh, really?
Because that's where he finishes, or whatever.
Yeah. Like that middle shot is just like an in between the lines that the boss delivered.
I think I spent like 60 or 70 bucks on the sound effects pack. It was totally worth
You used all of them.
it. I may have.
Yeah. Sound effects are expensive for some stupid reason.
Well, to get them to sound right, it actually takes quite a bit of setup.
We should just do our own. Now on.
Yeah, but that's work.
We can do it. Like that metal tinging sound, we could have definitely just done that on the fly. Just hit a shovel against the concrete.
I don't know.
I think it would add to the charm. I do my own stunts. Where did Zach go? Hang on.
Yeah, I know. He just kind of leaves all of a sudden.
Oh yeah, he had to leave.
Oh yeah, he actually left.
Yeah, he just literally
There's his
had to leave
coat right
set.
there.
Yeah.
He evaporated.
Can we put that in cannon? Can we make that cannon that Phil can make people evaporate on, but not out at his own will? Just randomly, someone will evaporate around him. He goes to Walmart and just there's a coat laying on the ground. Like, oh, this must have fell off the rack. Where does this go?
Oh no, Gralvin!
Elvin?
But yeah, you can see the script laying on top of his coat.
Oh yeah, that is the script.
I'm very proud of this shot.
Oh yeah, it's
Because those
very.
are both Luke.
Yeah, it is. I don't know how you. That is an interesting like lens. Too. Like it's not. The 90 degrees, is it? It doesn't look like it.
90 degrees? What do you mean?
Like the 90 degree shot a normal lens has. It looks like a super wide lens.
No.
That just might be the way the driveway is.
18 to 135 millimeter whateverness. I don't know camera lenses, but it was like one of the standard lenses you could get with the Canon T5i.
Oh, okay.
But the way this worked is I cut it right before he hit my mask line.
Which is the concrete.
It might have been the telephone pole. I might have put it there because it.
I don't know. He runs past it, so he starts right up into the northeast of that patch right there. Just keep your eyes on where he started running. It is exactly. Yeah. That's very well feathered. That's.
Thank you. Yeah, I was very proud of how this turned out.
You can see the line in the gravel, but it's very faint. Like the trees match up and everything.
Yeah, I definitely took my time on that shot.
Yeah, you can't even.
That's me. Because you can tell because I had my hair gelled.
Yeah, a little bit. Wait.
Look at my gross goatee.
That means that Alvin has to put you in as you play the boss.
That's true. Alvin, get on that. And there's Drew. Oh, he's a champ. He still has his eyes closed. Like he's knocked out.
Yeah, he was by far the best actor in this video.
I don't know. Zach did pretty well.
It's true.
He whispered so hard.
I gave him a cookie because of it. I don't know how Drew puts up with some of this.
Especially this right here.
Yeah.
Like that sound you hear.
Yeah, that one.
Like that's the real sound. That's actually the wheelbarrow.
He does his own stunts. Yeah. Yeah, put it under Drew's bio that he does his own stunts.
This shot I was happy with too. I was able to mask right around the wheelbarrow wheel. Just take it right down the frame to the bottom of the camera frame.
Huh.
I'm not. We didn't like set the pace correctly. I wish we had. I didn't have an iPhone back then, so I couldn't like set a time to like. All right, shoot now, shoot now, shoot now.
Yeah, it's just whenever you feel like it.
Well, I thought I was pacing it like with my mouth because I was like timing it in my head, and I was telling, all right, duck, shoot, duck, shoot.
Yeah.
And it started off well, but.
I mean, it worked out, except for the first shot. All except the first shot. That one hits.
Yeah. That's why I didn't put muzzle flashes. Partly.
Pew.
No.
Say hello to my little friend. That makes me happy. I do like Luke's reaction as the boss in this first bit.
Yeah.
Like this part.
That's
like he like flinches down, and he loses his glasses.
Which was intentional.
I didn't notice he lost the glasses until now.
Yeah.
Everything else worked there. Part of me wants to know what muzzle flashes on this would look like.
Someone has a work ethic and they want to see what it looks like. Go ahead and edit that.
I'll do it. Well, it isn't that hard. I like how they both have the same fight style because they are the same person.
Put up your dukes. But I can't hit a guy with glasses. I guess I could.
Hang on. Take it back.
this time, Aaron. Is this Luke on Luke or is this you on Luke?
This shot here?
Yeah.
That's my hand.
Okay.
So I had actually tried, I saw Film Riot edit where they actually like masked or like cut the end of their actor's arm and like extended it so it actually had it making contact with the face.
Yeah.
And
that was too much work.
well, the sleeve it would look weird. They used a bare arm.
Oh yeah. One other way we could have done it is just have Luke's reaction to the punch, and then filmed the punch. That way we have a blank canvas.
Oh yeah.
And then just masked on top.
Yeah, I
the
could
arm.
move the arm wherever I wanted to.
Yeah. Then you record the punch and then just mask around the punch and then move it wherever you want it to land.
Yeah. But it worked out. I mean, you can't really tell.
Full action, like it is
Mhm.
the punch. You can see what happened. You can tell what it is.
Yeah.
I love this part so much.
Same. Cause we were super into the Three Stooges,
Yeah.
and that's definitely a Stooges bit.
Oh, it hurts so much. Oh, it
I
hurts
think
That's-
so much.
Good.
I still reference this part till
Oh,
this
it hurts so
day.
much.
Oh, it hurts so much.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Now this is the worst mask of the video because you can see it at the bottom of the screen, and it actually moves.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, it hurts so much.
There's not that much you can do with that.
Nah.
So sorry about this, my good man. No, I'm not. 'Cause I'm eating.
I love how she's just the. That's
That's where the comedy comes from.
yeah. It's like hitting someone in the head with a shovel that wasn't there before.
Is this your bagel?
What did you want to say about the the windshield guy earlier?
I remember. I'll tell you.
Think twice before you throw a bagel, you carpal tunnel inducer.
I still don't even know what that means.
Carpal tunnel inducer.
Yeah.
Well, I wanted a funny insult, and I was like, "Well, what's like a funny thing to accuse something of? Carpal tunnel, which is wrist surgery." And I'm like, "That's hilarious to me," but no one got it. Like, it didn't land at the showing or anything. I was like, whatever. It makes me laugh.
Yeah. Doesn't matter if you find it funny. We find it funny. Shut up. Yeah, I thought it was like a legitimate thing.
No, it is.
It is a legitimate thing, but I thought it was something like
Oh.
carpool. Like that sounds like carpooling. So it must have to do something with traffic. So like, does that mean you're wrecking a tunnel and you cause like a car pileup? That was my thought process.
I think it's spelled Carpaltuneo. It's like not
Yeah.
even tunnel like the regular way. It's
Yeah,
just
I
one
have
N.
searched it like at least 6 or 7 times. I know how to spell it. I just don't know what it is.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But anyway, this was our Deus Ex Machina to end the story, which is okay because it's a joke.
As long as it's funny, who cares?
Yeah. But this character, it might have even been funnier in the original way we're gonna use it. Like Luke had this idea. He was talking about, he wanted to make this like epic, like Lord of the Rings style final fight battle, like where Phil becomes an Aragorn type character, leads an army of knights against the oncoming horde or whatever. And like just as like the Dark Lord is about to kill Phil, this guy in a like SUV runs him over. He's like, "Is this your bagel?" I'm talking to Phil. What?
Huh.
Yeah.
That sounds strangely familiar
Yeah.
to another thing we've been rating. But I won't get into that.
I have no idea what you're talking about. You have to tell me later.
I'll tell you later. I like how Sam can't even drive in this, but we have him like supposedly driving here.
Yeah.
Phil, what happened?
We never see Isaac and the
Well,
windshield guy in the
I
same
think we
shot.
Are they the same
Conspiracy.
person?
It might be. They look a lot alike. It's like how VeggieTales, each character plays multiple characters.
Yeah. That's a good comparison,
Thank you,
actually.
my
We're like
friend.
VeggieTales.
Yeah,
I no
but
longer
human.
have need of your very kind assistance.
Human Tales.
I shall now begin
Man,
the
that,
journey.
Sam's ears are really bright.
So I have a reflector. That side of his face was very dark.
Oh yeah, I bet because shadows.
Right. But like if you see Luke's face, it's super bright. So I had
It's
to have
the
a
Earl's shining handsomeness.
yeah. So I had to have a reflector, but it looks weird, but
It worked.
it does, it serves its purpose.
You don't notice it until you start paying attention to what we're saying.
Right.
to my southern domicile.
Look how
in
feathery
summertime.
his hat is.
Farewell.
Bye, Earl.
I think one of my other favorite parts is if you watch the Earl walk away, he sidesteps around the tree.
I was just gonna say that. Watch
So
this.
now what do we do?
Go home, I guess.
No, I mean, what do we do? You still don't have a job, and our parents won't
Like
be back
it
for a
just
long
shows.
time.
Drew's
Don't worry
and,
about it, Isaac. I'm
like
sure
how in
something will
touch
turn
Drew
out.
was
But
with this character.
right now, that's not what's bothering me.
What is?
It's just a straight shot. How long did he go on for? When did we tell him to stop? I wasn't here for this shot.
Oh yeah. Well, what I told him was like, I told him just walk off in a direction. He's like, well, where do you want me to go? Well, aim for that tree. But like he got to the tree before they finished their lines, so he just
Where did I
sidesteps.
That's our Stan Lee right there.
Yeah.
That's our Bob the Tomato.
Where did I put that plane ticket?
Plane ticket.
Where did I put
What
that
is the
plane
first word? Hawaii.
I think what we were trying to go for was like a code. Like, you know how like, I don't know.
I love how this is the thing that Deborah refused to give to Phil.
Yeah.
Like,
Well, it's Turbulence Airlines. What did you expect?
yeah, true. This feels like in a third world country where, you know, they think planes are of the devil. So they have to land them in a field, and they're not allowed to, like, make them well known. So, like, the planes are only there for, like, 12 seconds before they get shot by, like, arrows and such like. I don't know what I'm saying. I'm very tired.
I have no idea what you're saying either. You even slept in today.
That's true. Is it Monday? Sunday. Saturday. Tuesday. It's probably Tuesday.
This is the ugliest edit in the video.
I don't know if I'd say that.
Look at the plane.
Want to see the plane from earlier?
No, that looked amazing. Too far.
Wait, what's that black spot in the tree line?
What are you talking
It
about?
wasn't there, like. Oh, I guess it was. I don't know. Never mind. I thought it was a Snoopy Snoop.
Oh.
Yeah. That's a very small plane.
It's far away, okay?
So are the trees.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Why didn't I make it bigger? I could make it as big as I wanted to.
Yeah, you could have made it so it was just a tire on screen. That's right in front of the woods where we have the missile launcher scene from Lance.
Oh, yeah.
The broken toilet.
Yeah, that clump of trees to the left, that's where Lance...
That's where the telephone pole is that taps into the FBI.
Yes. That's where he found the Schnoopta.
Yeah. Like, if you look at the nose of the plane, that's probably where we were at. Whenever we
The
did
nose? You mean the tail?
security. No, the nose. Like where the nose is pointing. We were probably right about there.
We were not.
We were down there quite a ways.
No.
You sure?
Yeah. Because that clump of trees, if you follow that around, the telephone pole's back in there. To the left. It splits there and then...
Oh, I'm looking at it from a different angle. Yeah, you're right.
Yeah. I've been there for 21 years.
Yeah. I've been there for 23, so
But...
yeah, I've only been alive for 6 or 7. Are you sure?
Yes.
Like, I thought the toilet scene was to the left of Gimp from now.
It is.
Didn't we walk down along that tree line?
Yeah.
Like, isn't the split where the tail of the plane is? Where the telephone pole is?
You said you insisted that it was the nose where we were, and I said...
No, not for the telephone pole scene, but for the Snoopy Snoop scene.
Oh, then yeah,
'Cause
maybe.
we walked down the tree line.
Yeah. It might have been...
It was very dark.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, this is the general area of where Lance was recorded.
Yes.
And then you can see the rest of the setting from...
Just watch the video.
Where is it? Here?
Yeah, right there. Mm-hmm.
Now you can see the rest of the Lance scene from...
What are you pushing?
Oh.
How much...
That's 10-second difference.
Oh, okay.
Where do they get the plane ticket?
It's like... 6 minutes?
Is it after this?
It is after this.
Before this.
Right there. Oh.
Oh! Yeah, this is basically the rest of where we shot Lance.
Is it?
Yeah.
We went past the pond?
No, we didn't go past the pond.
Because the pond's right there.
But we recorded on the other side of the pond. Like, this is the general area of where Lance.
Oh, yeah, because that's where Raekwon
This-
did things.
Yeah, this is where Raekwon let down the breath of
Yeah,
like, and sprouted the sycamore trees
right.
of wisdom or whatever I called them
Yeah, Luke was actually running down the hill with that light
from this spot. Actually,
from this spot.
I think maybe it was a little farther down. It was right around here.
Yeah.
Yeah, Luke was the Illuminati ninja. What was the lake of Haganagamaga? That's what it was. That's where Raekwon's giant lizard baby lives.
What did you push?
You can hit 1 through 0 to seek through portions of the video. 0 starts it over. 1 is like the first section. And then it goes by like tenths.
Huh.
Yeah.
You're a wizard, Gary.
I eat gizzards, Harry. Yeah, Drew does his own stunts. Yeah.
So yeah, that was a fun video to shoot.
Does he remember my wife?
I love how funny Luke found that.
Yeah.
It's amazing. This is the scene that scarred me for life.
I feel like you're being overdramatic.
No, I'm not!
I can't believe we put our last
I
names.
need my safety blanket. Well, that gave Alvin, like, you know,
Things.
more information. Why
Yeah.
wouldn't we put our last names? I'm proud of this.
Yeah, but I was thinking of Zach.
Oh, putting Zach's last name?
Yeah,
Well, like, you get your last name in credits whenever you're just.
I know,
like,
but
You're prop number 1. You're Cactus Man from the Wild West.
Cactus Man.
Bender of the Deep.
I'm Prickle Rick.
Prickle Rick.
So yeah.
Cactus Man. He's kind of a prick.
Thank you all for tuning in today. I'm glad we got to do this. I have not seen this video in a long time.
And now we watched it through at least 4 times, all in chunks. We never did use this shot,
No.
but I think we took 2 takes to make that one.
Seriously, will no one make me a sandwich?
All right, now let's watch Donkey Kong. Donkey Kong.
I'm good. So yeah, that was the director's cut of the Earl of Sandwich. Tune in next week whenever we suck on a lollipop,
Ooh, sounds hot.
just like the sun. Raekwon. I couldn't hold it together. I was like a thing of silly putty after 2 years of being left out in the sun. Like, you just can't move it; it just falls apart.
Just can't hold it together.
Yeah. Can you use silly putty to make like pottery? Do you think that's a possibility? Like fired in the furnace?
Silly puttery.
Silly puttery. I really hope that's a thing somewhere. If not, like
I don't know why you would want to make it a thing.
maybe make shot glasses out of silly putty. Let's see how many people can say they have a shot glaze made out of shot glaze made out of silly putty. It's weird that whenever I get tired, I turn into Lance. But yeah. So anyway,
Do you want to just make it a podcast from here?
we're probably already over a podcast now. Yeah, let me just check how long this took us to record. Hour 30 minutes.
You people could have been watching a movie.
Or a podcast, Podum number 3?
That was like 3 hours.
Yeah, you could have watched Podum number 3 halfway through.
Mm-hmm.
Instead you watched this. Podum number 7.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I don't know. I feel like the other videos, it won't take as long to do this if we do this. Because everything else is a minute long. Give like a backstory to how we made everything. It's like, I feel like this was more of a behind the scenes than the behind the scenes.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know, we could just walk through everything that our aspirations for the video and what it actually turned out to be.
Yeah.
Like a lot of the Earl wasn't really.
It was just we just need an excuse to, like, put out all the funny bits we had collected and just like, all right, well, we'll just use Phil, Isaac, and Gimp as a conduit for those silly things that can happen, and we did.
Yeah. Yeah.
So, but yeah, maybe that's why we're having trouble. Like we haven't, like the reason these characters exist is we just needed characters to make our bits for us.
Yeah.
Like
That's what happened with like Lance and Sandersons. Like they basically wrote themselves.
Right.
That's what Gimp did. And Phil was kind of the embodiment of
Luke. He's like a combination of Luke and a little bit of me.
Yeah, that's who wrote him.
Yeah.
And Lance is just my idea of a schizophrenic redneck. And then Gimp is everyone's favorite Patrick.
Yeah, I like that.
Friendly neighborhood Patrick. How can you be a friendly neighborhood Patrick if there's no neighborhood? Gotta save the world now. Hand me my lip gloss. I'm not gonna wait all day. Hand me my lip gloss. Why do you need? Shut up and just give it to me, okay? I like how it tastes. I was thinking just like.
Oh yeah.
We need to get wax lips, and then like replace the lipstick with that, just for the bit. Cause you know how many people are just like gonna go at that. At least 3 or 4.
At least me.
Yeah, I feel like Gimp would be the kind of person to unroll the whole thing of chapstick just before taking a bite. It smells good, so it must taste good too.
I can't wait until like Gimp becomes like a thing. Like people just use it as like, he's such a Gimp.
Yeah, like he is a title.
Right. Yeah. Like that's a very Gimp thing to do. Like if people start using it that way, because that to me that term is already something I think of.
Yeah. Just instead of calling someone a dummy, you're just Gimp.
Well, it's more than that. Like, cause you're a lovable dummy.
Yeah. Like Patrick Notstar.
Yeah. He was not number 1.
Yeah. Yeah, that was Patrick, but
yeah.
That's not the important part. Yeah, so yeah. I don't know what our next project's gonna be.
I do. The one with Zoe and Lance.
Oh yeah. We need to find extras for that video.
We don't need any.
Just 3 or 4 people will be fine.
Just Zoe. No, because Luke will be playing a character, not Phil. I could probably be in it. Drew, Sam,
Daniel.
maybe Daniel.
And maybe I don't think Caleb will want to do anything.
No.
Maybe, I don't know. Not for a while.
Yeah. We might be able to drag Abby into it if she doesn't have a line.
Yeah.
We just need a person here.
Just pull a Zach with Abby.
Yeah. All right, Abby, you get to wear my black hoodie
And his jeans.
and my jeans.
Get to hold a gun that we bought at the Dollar Tree.
Yeah, and whisper in Gabe's ear.
And I'll
All
tell
right,
you.
I regret what I said, huh?
No, she just whispered in my ear. We made her take an "Are you gay?" test. I think she'll be okay with that.
Yeah, she'll be alright. I don't know how she felt about all that.
I mean, part of me was like, no, I'm not gonna make him do it. And then I'm like, I'm gonna make him do it.
That's every conversation you have in your head, except sometimes you're just talking about yourself.
Yeah.
Like, I'm not gonna make me do that. All right, I'm gonna do that.
Yeah. I should probably sleep tonight. You know what? Nah, I got this. I'm going to die. Somebody give me my ointment. I don't. It's not a thing. But I'm very tired. Yeah. Anyway. Where's my lip gloss?
Gabe's kitty is tired.
Same. Yeah, thanks for tolerating. That should be how we end every video.
Thanks for tolerating.
And if you made it this far, be sure to like, comment, and subscribe so we can. You made it this far.
Make sure to smash that tolerate button.
Or at least just push it like gently.
Yeah.
Tolerate the toleration button.
Just like hesitantly grasp it, just like.
It's like being handed like a wet like Cheez-It from a toddler. Like, you want one? Sure, here. Eat it. No, I don't want.
It was in my mouth. I pulled it out of the toilet.
Good. It's real good.
So that job I did yesterday.
Yeah.
With Aaron, where the water was coming in through the wall. It was like they had like a toy chest type thing boxing off where the sump pump was in the floor, and there was like I guess they had put a paper towel in there to wipe something up, and they just never pulled it out to throw it away, and it was soggy. It had dust on it, it's like spider legs, and just when you grabbed it, it was just like.
It's like how you should grab onto the toleration button. Yeah, just like that. Make the noises too. I want a video of you making the noise.
Do it, Growlin.
Yeah. So thanks for tolerating. You're not a true gamer if you don't like, comment, and subscribe. So do it, pansy.
Do it.
But you won't. Did you do it? Alright, well, if you're not subscribed, you're lame. And this is a message to our only subscribers. All 10 of you out there.
All 69 of you.
Nice.
Yeah. I thought so.
We love you. Unless you're not subscribed,
Hugs
then
and kisses.
kind of cool. You could probably be cool.
Yeah, I mean,
You're not cool unless you sub.
I hang out on the weekends.
Yeah. I'm out of things to say, so I'm gonna go shoot myself with happiness. That's what I called my gun.
Wow, that one got me.
Yeah. It's a comedy sandwich. You got your joke, you got your no, it's not a joke, and then you got your joke again.
It's like a rebound. Like, oh, it's going in. No. Oh, yeah, it went in.
Yeah. I really want to take a highlight reel and just commentate over it real quick. Just kind of like, oh, look at him go, whampa! And then he's got a whoosh, and look at him giving a whoosh over to the other guy, and he's going to jump out, whampa! And then it goes down. Something like that. So I think that'd be entertaining to listen to.
What if me and Luke just played Madden together and you narrated it?
I'm fine with that.
I'm fine with that as well.
Let's do that. When is Luke free? I'm free
Luke!
majority of this week.
I'm not, because I hate my life.
I hate your life as well.
No, as soon as I finish taping off the ductwork in our new house, I won't have anything to do till the next project.
Yeah.
I was talking to my parents, like, I don't know if I told you, I was planning on hanging all the drywall.
Mm-hmm.
And then I was just up in the upstairs the other day, and I'm like, looking around, like, we have a lot of windows. This is going to mean a lot of cutting. I don't think I want to do this.
It's not that hard.
Well, it's not hard. It's just time-consuming and dusty, and I only have evenings and Saturdays, and I don't want to spend it
Doing
doing
drywall.
drywall.
Yeah. If you need help with drywall, I can handle drywall. It's not that hard.
Yeah. Yeah.
Just my advice: put them upward, like up and down, not side to side. If you put them side to side, they fit. But if you put them up and down, that's what they're designed to do. And there's a lot less mudding, unless you have different level of ceiling. Then
That it depends on how you want to look at it. Like my boss, he's very meticulous. He would say absolutely not to that.
really,
He would say that is the wrong way to do it because, like, if you lay them on their side, so they're like running horizontally, you have them staggered,
yeah,
and they're actually keeping the building from moving when you do that.
Huh.
They're like holding it together a little bit.
yeah.
Like he said, he's been on roofs where like there was no drywall in there, and like you can actually, when you walk around on the roof, you can feel the house moving. And after they put the drywall up, it's like,
Huh.
it's solid.
Yeah. Like down here, we just put them straight up and down because that was the distance from the roof to the bottom, and we would have had to. I think out there, you have to trim off like 6 inches, 6-inch width to put up along the top. But if we put them up and down, it's perfectly.
6-inch what for the drop ceiling?
No, for the regular wall, because we put them on the side, put another one on the side, then it's another 6-inch gap.
Okay.
But with, I think, the 10-foot drywall, if we flip it on its side and put it up, it fits pretty perfect.
Yeah.
And it's a lot less mudding. Like, it's...
Yeah. Yeah.
You don't have to mud the sides, and that's a lot of the drywall.
Yeah.
Like, for the upstairs, we did it sideways, and we mudded that for probably months. It took... Because we did 2 coats.
Oh, you did.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
I don't know what standard is. Is it
I think...
2-coat standard?
I don't know. My dad just said, dude, we put it on once, sand it, do it again, sand it. We're done.
Okay.
Or for like the
screw
holes, we just mudded that
once, and that was it. Or
like the seams.
It was twice.
Hmm.
Yeah.
If you need help with it, I'll help you.
Thank
I
you.
don't mind doing drywall.
Yeah, I'd be into that, because like ceilings especially, that's gonna be a booger, especially with one guy. Even if you have a jack.
Yeah,
One guy
to hold it up, one guy to screw it in.
Yeah. So we're putting new offices in at our church, and one of the guys was telling me that this guy named Ted. He's like,
Was he
talking?
yeah.
Nice.
And he's a little teddy bear, and he's friends with Mark Wahlberg.
Oh,
Anyway.
I got it.
Was that Mark? That was Mark Wahlberg, right?
I feel like it was. I know what you're talking about.
Yeah. Yeah. Anyway, he's like 60s, and even like he looks old. I'll put it that way.
Yeah.
And even now, he's still able, by himself, grab a 5/8 sheet of drywall, 12 foot long, pick it up by himself, put it in place, screw it all in, all by himself.
How?
Because he's Ted.
All right, that's reason enough.
His hands are enormous.
See if I can do this from here.
Hit stop recording.
No, I'm trying to get over to where I can maximize our thingy, but I can't. Oh.
Maximum overdrive?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
But yeah, I don't know. We should just turn into a React channel. Then do Potom afterwards. Alright, today's reaction video is Vasily the Slap Fighter.
Oh, yeah.
Guy that can probably drink peanut butter. He's got a neck beard that's thicker than your forehead.
That peanut butter thing, that reminds me of a Tim Hawkins joke. Like, y'all, I'm from Texas. Like, we don't mess around in Texas. Like, down there, gravy is a beverage.
Yeah, that's good.
He's not wrong.
Yeah. I mean, it makes me want to move there.
Oh yeah. Like I've had a lot of food up here, but whenever I have food like down south, like I've gone to a few church meetings with the church whenever they go down. Like the food down there is just it's got something to it that I like more than up here. Like up here, it's kind of like accents.
Yeah.
Or like you go other places, you experience different styles of cooking.
Mm-hmm.
Then there's up here where it's just it exists.
It's like
just
our accents. They're not super exciting.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like, yeah, I had it. It was good. That's about it. But then, like, you go to, like, Australia and hear that accent, and you're like, oh, there's something to this.
Yeah, yeah.
And then you have their food and realize that that's the reason they're not dead yet. That's the only thing in that world that's not trying to kill them. Then you go to, like, the southern states of America, and you hear that accent, and you're like, what a burp. Alright, so, like, you go down to that state, that state of mind.
Hmm.
How far over does the redneck southern drawl extend?
I would say it stops before Arizona.
That's where I feel like it is.
Or New Mexico. That's first. Is that
Yeah,
first?
It's not California. California is it's a different world altogether.
Yeah. It's ma'am.
Ma'am.
I love that TikTok.
I feel like it'd be like midsection of Arizona. That's my opinion.
I've never been to Arizona, so I would not know. Like Texas, just by stereotype, is where I would say it stops. With the southernness.
It's weird because Dragos doesn't have it, but
Well,
Zach
yeah.
does.
Who?
His brother Zach.
Oh, that's interesting.
He has like a slight drawl to him. He's cowboy-esque.
I like that.
Yeah, like none of his other friends. Like the only thing that's southern about their like dialect and the way they talk is they just say y'all. Other than that, it's just normal.
Yeah.
Like everyone else that I know that's from down there, they talk like this all the time.
Like Lance.
Like Lance. Yeah. Because like one of my church's pastors, the old pastor, he came from South Carolina. And, like all of his children talk just like he does. It's very southern. It's like you talking and you was and you couldn't because you was and you couldn't have because you couldn't because like they said that a lot. Like they said cuz and couldn't and could not have and Kentucky and but like my pastor now he was from Georgia and he has the southern accent but it's not as up in your face.
It's interesting. Just there's different types of southern accents. It's not just one.
There's different levels.
Yeah. Like Rhett and Lang talk about that. Like their Carolina accent was different than the Georgia accent.
Yeah.
And all that.
Like whenever I was down in the South, they're like, "You have a very northern accent." Or, no, they said it more like, "You have a very northern accent." And I'm like, "Thank you?" Question mark.
Yeah. Who's Mark?
Is he beside Will? Shoot Will.
Somebody told me to fire at him at one point.
So I fired him. He's a hobo now. Like, do you think other
Homo sapien.
Do you think like other like people that have the southern accent and people that have the British accent, like how girls are like obsessed with Tom Holland from here because he has the British accent and he can talk like this like all the time and like croissants and baguettes and stuff like that.
That's French.
Do you think they're because girls are fascinated with like the British accent and how schmexy it is and stuff like that. Do you think like any other way of speaking sees the northern accent, as the South call it?
Well, there's like if you're a hot enough guy, it doesn't matter what accent you have.
Yeah.
Cause like girls can be attracted to the cowboy, they can be attracted to the British. You know, the Tom Holland, the Benedict Cumberbatch types.
I wish you would Tom my Holland.
Or Chris Hemsworth is a better example.
Yeah.
Like he can Hemsworth my Chris any day.
And then girls can be attracted to the Fairbairn films from Australia. I've shown you some of those, right?
What?
Fairbairn films.
No.
They've been in a few Gus Johnson videos.
Huh. I do not remember that.
They do a lot of like, if Avengers were in Australia, it's just like them pretending to be the Avengers, but the video is upside down. It's hilarious.
That's silly.
Yeah.
Speaking of Gus Johnson, like maybe a Midwest accent is one that I cannot picture, like a hot, like girls being attracted to that. Like, is there like any hot guy who has that accent?
I'm sure there's some ball player.
Like that, the don't you know and how you doing there, Mike?
Hey, Mikey, you pick up the shoulders. It's like the Minnesotan accent.
That's what I mean, the Minnesota.
Yeah. Like Minnesota. Have you ever heard that song?
No.
It's a rap song.
I don't, whatever.
Oh yeah, I'm not tagged in. I don't know what I just did over there.
I hate it already.
Oh yeah, it is horrible, but like it's hilarious. No, little boat. That's not an insult. That's just his name.
You need to stay up out the streets if you can't take the heat. You need to stay up out the streets if you can't take the heat. Cause it get cold like Minnesota. Cold like Minnesota. Cold like Minnesota.
Pretty great, right?
You need to stay up out the streets if you can't take the heat. You need to stay up out the streets.
Do people unironically like this?
I have no idea, but it's hilarious.
Go like Minnesota.
Go like Minnesota.
Need to stay about the streets if you can't take the heat. What on earth?
Go like Minnesota.
Stop singing. I don't want any more of this happening.
That's good because we'll get demonetized. No, we'll get monetized.
Yeah. Somebody will get monetized.
Yeah. It is so funny. One of my coworkers at Cooper's played this on the auxiliary cord whenever we had the van one time. And oh my gosh, he blared that like just driving through. Just everyone knew what that song was after that day. We played it so much.
Was he laughing at it too?
Oh yeah, it's a joke song to everyone
okay.
there. Like I don't think anyone listens to this unironically. They might. There's probably someone out there that does.
Probably, yeah.
Can I scroll down? Is that allowed? No? Okay. If it is a tab enough, it'll go down. What are the comments? It's a good question.
Anything else there from a Sprite commercial? No.
Oh, yeah, because the thing with the Sprite commercial involved the dude.
LeBron James?
Yeah.
Want to Sprite cranberry?
No, LeBron.
I don't know if I hit an instrument that reminds me of a little Einsteins. Little Einsteins or Teletubbies.
Oh my gosh. It's cold like Minnesota.
I love my Motorola. Love my Motorola.
The comment sections are a beautiful place sometimes.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's it's so funny because anytime anyone asks how cold is it outside, I like look to Caleb with like a smile, like he knows about this. I've made him listen to it. Like that's all this song is. It's just like if you can't stay up out of the streets, you take the heat or something like that. Because it's cold like Minnesota.
I don't like this.
Yeah, the music video.
Don't.
Hey, this is a little Yachty song. I forgot about that. I really can't sing it. Oh, it's the first one.
Yeah.
It's an ad. Tyler the Creator? What? That was that cool to have a full title. Maybe that's Tyler, then the Creator, then Jay Prince.
Is that what he said?
No.
That's what it sounded like.
It's great. When have you seen a black guy playing hockey? We need to record this music video. Come on, man. Let's go outside. No. Cold. Like Minnesota? Yeah, like Minnesota. Dude, I got a new idea for a song. And the number one thing they thought of was hockey. So much so that this is the only part of the music video that it actually takes place in.
I was eating pork and rinds with a bitch from New York Times. I don't eat no pork and rinds, but that bitch was mighty fine. I got gold all on my necklace, tatted up my arms. Now my mama think I'm
What was their thought process thinking, that's a good idea, that won't induce fear in children? He has teeth on his teeth!
The grills! He put grills on a ice
He put grills
sculpture.
on his teeth on his ice sculpture. You can see the chiseled out teeth, and then there's the grills on the teeth. I'm gonna put gold spinning rims on my gold plated jet ski. It doesn't take much to get famous, Lee. Use this as a reference.
What's jugging?
What?
Go back. Yeah, what's jugging?
Jugging?
I was jugging since a youngin'.
It rhymes with youngin', that's why it's there.
Alright, whatever.
What? I don't jogging?
Jugging.
Jugging. Maybe drinking?
I don't know.
Or drugging. Drugging would have been a better rhyme.
That's probably not.
Also have made
that's
less.
probably not the term that they use.
Yeah.
Well, he has a beautiful voice. I will say that.
Oh, like Minnesota.
Like,
I'm gonna mute the soundtrack because then we can upload this. So if you want to listen to it, Google it.
yeah.
You saw how easy it was to find.
Josh Groban, have a seat. Haley Westernra, have a seat.
Michael Jackson, if you can't stand the heat, get out of the street. Take a seat.
Sorry, I was not listening. What?
I love how the syllable count doesn't match up, and he's like, you know what, screw it.
Shout out to Pat.
It's like in the middle of the song, just going, but I beat it. Shut up, you moron.
That's just... Wait, is this guy doing a Mrs. Sanderson impression?
That's my lawyer, he can meet you. I was juggling out the stacks, carrying out the racks. Almost had a lifetime sentence, but I beat it. Shout out to Pat. That's my lawyer.
Can we make a Mrs. Sanderson cover of this?
Yeah.
If you can't stand the heat, get out of the street. Oh, like Minnesota.
Call like Minnesota.
Oh, like Minnesota. You can stay up on the street.
I picture someone just dragging him by the foot for that last shot.
Yeah.
His Kool-Aid.
Is that an actual hockey player? He looks very familiar.
And white, so probably.
Is that the windshield wiper?
I have no idea.
There's a lot of popsicles happening.
Had another popsicle.
Fire and a miss. I got it. Alright, they got kicked out of the ice rink, so I had to fill more time.
Why do they have Anquan Bolden in this?
Man, it's all tight. Like, whoa, I got a bankroll on that big body. I love my Motorola.
I thought the comment was just joking.
No.
It's cold out, but I got my shirt off. Molly needs drugs.
Oh, I didn't. What Where's the dike? I feel like we've been over this.
I think it's the Lesbo.
I feel like it is. We're just gonna say it is, and we're gonna be right.
Yeah.
Man, I got whiplash from that change of pace.
I hate every moment of this.
This is every Lil Yachty song, but this is the best one.
This is like visual cancer.
As well as audio, like cancer.
Yes.
We're not gonna put anyone at home through this. Hopefully. Probably not.
A woman playing hockey? Surely not. Hey, Amy Poehler. What's she doing here? Is she like not doing anything? Why is she doing an Xfinity ad?
Our best deal of the year. You'll get a free speed upgrade for a year and also get $100 back.
We get $100 back. I just gotta get $250 back. Xfinity. Buy it. Can we just watch random ads and dub over our own voices for it? I think that'd be entertaining.
I mean, what if they played ads over our videos?
That we're as we're giving ads?
Yeah.
Like free ads?
Call like Minnesota.
You need to heat up on the streets if you can't heat the streets.
Call like Minnesota.
Call like Minnesota.
I really hate that.
I do too. It's horrible. But it's getting kind of cold.
Bam.
Yeah.
I'm gonna take my shirt off. Though.
It's cold, but I don't got my shirt on. I'm gonna show Luke that next time he's over. Then we can both like watch him experience that pain.
I show him when I'm not here. I don't.
No. Should I record his expression for you? Then mute the background audio.
You could be showing him anything. Like a lot of the things you show us, we're just going.
What? Yeah. It's pretty amazing, right?
Yeah.
The amount of things I can show you and you just go, what?
It is amazing.
I have a whole playlist
But
dedicated
to be expected. Yeah.
Yeah. So thank you for watching our recap of the Earl sandwich. And also, I feel like this is Potom number 7.
Nah, Luke's not here.
We've done Potom number 3.
Yeah, cause girls.
Yeah, the girl talk with Scott and Gabe.
Which I need to have another girlfriend so I can rant about them again. Cause that was a fun time.
That was an oddly, yeah.
It felt good.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
We need to wait for Luke to be here.
Yeah.
Who knows when that'll be. I can keep a straight face as long as nobody looks.
Yeah, I feel that.
Yeah, we still need to make that game video. I can just make it, never mind.
Oh, the 10-hour,
Oh, of GIMP redoing. No, I was talking about the 5-minute video of GIMP making eggs.
Oh, that too, yeah.
It was just him standing there.
Yeah, so you need to make that. Or I guess
I need Isaac.
Sam.
That's what I said.
Doesn't.
Isn't it?
Well, it might be nice if we were here for some of the.
Just the experience.
Or I'm thinking about the 10-hour. Like, so we're thinking of Gabe doing Sleep Aid as GIMP.
So we can get those watch minutes in.
Because it would be funny. And because of the watch minutes.
Because, yeah. We don't get paid for it. But like, one day. You don't have to be awake to support the channel. That's all I'll say. But yeah. I'm thinking about that's gonna be a large video file.
That's one amazing thing about YouTube. They don't charge you for how much you upload.
Yeah. Which that's not.
That's a big deal.
It's always been like that.
Yeah, that's
amazing.
That is amazing.
That's a lot. That's a lot.
Like Vimeo, I don't know, would you have to pay like $30 for something that long?
It was a weekly allowance on Vimeo. With.
Yeah, you have to buy the membership or whatever for the.
You have a maximum upload of like 2 hours, and then every week you're only allowed to upload 3 at the most. I think it is. Or maybe. It was a very small margin. It was a very small amount of time allowed for a free member. Then even if you pay like $100 membership, it still doesn't give you as much as YouTube gives you for free.
Yeah.
'Cause one, you get more exposure on this site than you would anywhere else.
Right.
Two, it's free. Like there's this one, whenever it comes to like Sports Network and such. Like I do it on YouTube, everything's free. I haven't had to pay a dime to upload anything or stream anything. But like there's this one church that we go to that's going to be hosting the tournament. They have their own live streaming service for all like their Sunday services and everything.
Yeah.
They probably pay, I want to say $80 a month just to have their stuff live streamed.
Where?
It's on Vimeo. Live stream. They own Vimeo has a domain called livestream.com. And they won't allow you to use the software I use, OBS, to stream unless you pay them another $100 on top of what you already do to stream there. You have to use their software that
Why?
you can't use unless you have at least a $4,000 computer.
And on top of that, no one's on Vimeo.
Mm-hmm.
What? Why?
It's just, I don't know.
Is it
They have.
Is it because they're like YouTube's moving too far to the left for them, or?
I feel like it's just them like, oh, let's cash in on people that won't do further research, and because we look professional, they'll pick us.
That's sad. That's disgusting.
It's like a lot of adults see YouTube and think, oh, there's a lot of bad things on YouTube, like the Spider-Man videos and like the Elsa cosplays and stuff like that. Like we don't want to be linked with any of that. But if you're on YouTube, you're not linked. I'm not linked to PewDiePie because we're talking about this.
Right.
Like we're just not linked to other people on YouTube. It's just common sense.
On top of that, I don't know if this is still true, but Vimeo accepts nudity.
Does it?
Yes.
I don't know where I'm going to.
I think it's mostly like stupid art films.
I feel like it's.
So
Oh yeah, I forgot about that.
Yeah.
It's yeah.
So it's not even like good nudity.
Yeah.
Cut this out.
Nah, I'm leaving this in. Yeah. I don't know. There's a lot of different ways to host your videos. Like I know Dailymotion's probably my next favorite to YouTube. Just because they allow monetization off the bat. But I don't know what they pay for monetization and what your partnership deal is with them. But yeah. Plus, I think it also has an unlimited upload for you. It's not like a weekly balance. Yeah, back to the livestream.com thing. You have to use their programming and their way of streaming, which is the most bizarre thing I've ever used. You get a go and a stop button, and that's about it. You don't have control over the overlay, what's on the screen. You just have a video in, video out if you want to see what's going through there. And you have an audio in and audio out.
So it's a worse product that you have to pay for.
Yep. It's like they took the source code of a free product, made it look more simplified, and then sold it. Meanwhile, with OBS, you have full control over everything. And you have an advanced control over everything.
So it's like what Apple does.
Kind of.
They make. Well, that's not fair because Apple has good products. They're just overpriced.
Yeah. And I have a whole.
Or I don't know. What do I know if something's overpriced? They feel expensive.
Apple is overpriced.
Well, definitely the new iPhone X or whatever. That's absurd.
I don't know. The new Samsung whatever that folds in half.
That looks cool.
It's $2,000 though.
All right, it's not that cool.
Yeah, it's not. It's cool. It's not $2,000 cool. It's like I'd say $700 at the most.
That's the exact number I was going. Well, I was going $750.
Yeah. But that's at most what I would pay for a phone if I'd even. I paid $50 for my phone, and I've been using it 3 years now. Like it's not. It hasn't been a problem. The screen hasn't cracked. How? I don't know. I've dropped that 40 foot onto concrete, and it's still fine.
I've never cracked a phone screen.
I have once, but that's because I sat on it. It was like the flimsiest phone. I don't know if I still have it or not. I sat down with it in my back pocket on a church pew. I don't know if that's a testament to my iron glutes or the church pew stiffness, but I just heard. And I like pulled it out and it was just shattered. I'm like, well, that sucks. It was just like, well, nothing I can do better now. And I was done with it until I could buy a new one.
Supposedly, it's not that hard to fix the glass on your phone.
Oh yeah, it's pretty easy to fix. Like, I've torn apart my phone like 4 or 5 times and rebuilt it from the ground up.
Okay.
That's always something you should know, in case something does happen. Something fries, you know what it looked like before.
That's true.
But you can't do that with Apple, because then your warranty's voided. And if you're going to need to repair it, that's an extra $200 on top of your $400 payment.
Well, I don't have a warranty anyway. I bought it used.
Yeah. That's probably the best way to do it. Like for Apple products, you're not allowed to buy a part for your Apple phone. Legally.
Why?
Because it's part of their license. They're only allowed to distribute Apple parts for phones. Or any product, really.
That's smart, though. In one way, because like it gives off the image of like, so there's no Apple parts laying around, so the only perception you have of Apple phones is like, oh, it's new, clean, and it works. There's not like, there's no junkyard of Apple phones like there is for.
Yeah. Well, like to fix everything, you have to take it to an Apple licensed, repair shop.
Yeah.
And then they have to order from Apple the part, and that takes another week to get there. That's if they send the part. And yeah. Meanwhile, with my whatever phone I have,
the blue.
Yeah, the Android. I could just Google it on it. Like if I scrape my screen or something, I need to replace it. I just Google it on Amazon, like the dimensions I need. And it's like $20 at most. Sometimes it's 12, depending on your phone and your size of your phone. What if it's a pad or a phone, tablet? That's what I was trying to say. Tablet or if it's a phone. Tablets cost more because they're bigger, but I can do it for $20. Meanwhile, when you do it through an Apple repair shop, it's $60 for labor. It's the part, which, however much that might be, the average cost of you repairing your phone is less than buying a new phone. Almost every time. Yep. I was watching some guy on YouTube that was taking apart one of the new Apple phones, like an Apple X. It was used. He bought it, and he's like, all right, well, I have nothing to lose. Let's take it apart. And he's looking at all the solder joints and how they've been, like, old and rusty and, like, no wonder this thing doesn't work. Like, it's probably, these solder joints look 10 years old. I'm thinking, that doesn't sound right. That's the new iPhone, is it not?
The iPhone X, yeah.
Yeah. As I'm watching, he's like, oh, that seems very shady. Like, I don't know if... Because he came to 2 conclusions. One, Apple just reuses old parts because the phones don't really change. It's just the software inside of them.
Yeah.
Or 2, he got scammed. And the BIOS says, it's an Apple X or whatever it is.
iPhone X.
Yeah, iPhone X.
I mean, regardless, it's not worth $1,000.
Yeah, there's nothing that's worth $1,000 that you can hold in your hand, unless it's keys to a nice car. Like,
well, the keys aren't worth that much.
Yeah, the word keys you can.
But gold would trump that.
Yeah. Well, like I'm talking like phone wise, electronic wise. Well, I don't know about that.
Lenses.
Yeah. There's a lot of cameras that are worth a lot.
Yeah.
Yeah, never mind. There's not a phone that's worth $1,000 to me.
Definitely.
Because even like the folding in half phone, like even if there was like a projector that like holographic, like 3D printed, like
if Ewan McGregor was in your phone,
yeah, then I'd consider paying.
$1,000.
$750 instead of $7.
Yeah.
But yeah, like I just can't fathom spending. One of my friends will buy a new phone every other month. I can't fathom how he has that kind of money. I can't fathom how he doesn't have a good car. I can't fathom how he's still living with his I can't fathom how he's still living with his parents. But like he just buys a new phone every other week. I'm like every other month. There was one time he bought three phones in a month. And he didn't buy one for another 4 months, and then he bought a new one. And like,
what for? Why?
I have no idea. Like he's a big guy in like trading in stuff and like getting like returns on it. Like they're kind of like paying me $80 to trade in my phone to get a better one. I'm like, it sounds like you paid them $80 to trade in your phone to get a better one. It's like he was huge into Apple. Like, oh, check out my AirPods and like blah blah blah. I'm like, I've had wireless earbuds for 4 years. That's not new to me. Hey, I've seen this one before. What do you mean you've seen it? It's new. Like the Back to the Future meme. Yeah,
Oh yeah, yeah.
it's like Macs. You got to pay for updates. Windows, it's free. I don't know if it's still that way. It used to be. That's a big reason why I didn't use Macs. Because it was like $100 for an update. At that point,
Oh yeah, like to go from Snow Leopard to whatever.
yeah, I
Okay.
didn't keep up with it.
Yeah, I didn't. I had. Crap. What did I have? It might have been Snow Leopard. Whatever the. It was Apple 10.6, something like that. That was my old iMac that was in the Earl.
Is that the one up there now? Or is that a different one?
Yeah, the Spotify.
Yeah, the Spotify one.
It's right there.
Yeah. I don't know. I'm not a fan of Apple. In case you can't tell.
I don't know. It's a fun, clean design, software-wise, but everything else, meh.
Yeah. People will just pay the extra penny for something that's easier to use.
Which, fair enough.
To each his own. AutoZone. I will continue to say that until they make that their slogan. But, yeah. Or sponsor us. I don't care. Either or. You're not a true gamer unless you sponsor us.
Or unless you say to each his own.
AutoZone.
AutoZone.
But yeah. I don't know. Electronics are weird. Eventually, I did see this one thing that it's glass. It's something you clip onto your glasses. It's a mini HDMI screen. It looked dope. It was like $100 for like a mini 1080p like screen on your glasses.
What's it for?
It's a lot. The main use I'd see for it is like plugging like a direct HDMI feed out of your camera and into your lens. So if you're like out in the field, you can see it better because the reflection of the sun dims it. Right.
Oh.
With that, you can just do this and it's perfect, and you can see directly. Like I would love to use it because whenever I'm doing sports casting, I'm holding the camera. I have the roster up in front of me. I'm commentating on the game. I'm controlling, if it's a live stream, I'm controlling the scoreboard with my left hand while holding the roster. And while I'm doing all of that, I don't look at the camera once. So if I have that, I can see exactly what the camera's seeing at all times. That would help me multitask.
Yeah. That might be good for like night guards too. Like if they had those, you could see like security cameras like scrolling through like at gas stations.
Yeah. Like whatever movement there is.
Mm-hmm.
Or even if you just use it as like a night vision goggle thing. Like you had a night vision camera.
Yeah.
Just turn the LED off and you have it right there, right eye. Yeah, I think it was. I don't know if it was Bluetooth or not. It looked pretty dope.
Yeah.
And I also saw this pair of glasses that I thought about getting. I realized I would never use them. They had earbuds built into them for like Bluetooth, and it was just all the battery was in the framing, so it didn't feel heavy.
Yeah.
Cause like a lot of the Bluetooth headphones have like that little neck band that you wear with the battery.
Oh yeah.
And it goes up into your ear, and then you just look like you have a neck brace on.
Mm-hmm.
But with the glasses, it's just a pair of glasses with the battery in it, and the earbud pops out and down, and it sticks in your ear, and there's like no... You know how when you wear earbuds, it feels like when you can hear yourself hitting the wire?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Like, that's an easy workaround, because the wire is already attached to your head, so there's no way to, like, hit it or anything. Like, if I still worked at Cooper's and I weed whacked a lot, I'd definitely buy that, because it was only like $60. It was very incredibly cheap. I don't know what the sound sounded like, but...
Yeah.
Yeah. It was all Bluetooth. I had like a 6-hour battery in it. I think it charged in 2 hours or something like that. I don't remember all the specs about it, but it looks cool. Yeah.
It's pretty awesome.
Yeah, technology's going up somewhere. It's only a matter of time till we start seeing cyborgs and such.
It's going to kill us eventually.
Might as well be now. That's gonna be someone's mentality. That'll be the guy that invents the killer robots. No, they're gonna kill us eventually. Might as well be now.
Yeah, Uncle Lance exists in reality somewhere.
I swear he does. I don't... He's with the mole people in the middle of the earth. Tala.
Yeah. Do you know that there are already guns made that they're robotic guns, whatever. They can sense where you're standing, and they can predict every different place where you could dodge the bullet, and they will shoot like every place simultaneously. So you have an actual 0% chance of escaping.
Dang. That's interesting.
And that's
That wouldn't be
happening
hard to
now.
program either.
No.
Because like a lot of the whenever you create AIs for video games, it's the same thing. It's just prediction of the player's movements, and then you react to it.
Yeah.
There's got to be a loophole in there somewhere. It's just a matter of time till someone finds it.
Yeah. Wait, a loophole in what?
In the system for that gun.
Really?
Yeah, there's got to be some way
To do what?
to dodge the bullet, other than deflecting the bullet with armor of some sort.
But if it's a 50 caliber, you're not really.
Yeah.
You don't have a good chance.
Like
of
if you know
hitting
the shot's coming, you could probably find a way to throw off the sensors.
it.
Some way.
Yeah, maybe.
Maybe with like a heated blanket. Because it all depends on what kind of sensor it is. If it's a motion sensor, all you gotta do is find some way, like maybe if you have a bag of something, like throw the bag off to your left or something and remain still after you release it. Because then it'll detect the movement of the bag.
Well,
If
it's
it's a-
probably a heat sensor.
It probably is of a heat sensor. If that's the case, you just gotta find some way to do the thing and make your body shape. I don't know.
I don't know how good those things are. Would there be a way to mask your heat source, like to wear some kind of clothing that covers that?
Oh yeah, there's definitely a way to mask it.
Like to the point where sensors couldn't pick it up?
I don't know, but
Like your heat has to escape somewhere.
yeah.
Would you have just like an exhaust pipe coming out your butt or something?
I was gonna say that exact thing. I feel like that'd be the solution to it, but
Well, that's still
it's
tells
still-
you where, like it still gives this thing a target.
if you have a way to, to diffuse the heat and transfer it to a different location. I don't know.
You just snorkel it out.
Yeah, it's all theory.
I don't know.
I'm no genientology. No genius. With entomology.
Hmm.
Yeah.
Cool. That was a sentence.
Probably. Yeah. Now for the eighth outro. Yeah, this has been the me and Scott react to dumb video and also Potom number whatever.
Yeah.
Tune in next week where I shoot myself with happiness. Named my gun. Yeah.
And it has heat sensors, so it can't miss.
Yeah. So. Yeah.
Tying it all together.
You ever seen the cartoon of the stormtrooper shooting himself, but he misses and it hits the wall?
Show me right now.
No, it's just like the stormtrooper just has it and it's just. Phew. Then the camera cuts over to the wall and there's a hole in it. But yeah. Alright, I gotta pee. And like. Yeah.
And I should probably go home.
Feels like it's midnight. Hey, it's only 11.
Yeah.
Not too bad compared to our other nights.
Yeah. And
Yeah. Oh wait, we didn't do an outro with Lloyd. Too. He looks like Jerry's uncle from Tom and Jerry.
Oh, he did ride the camel.
Okay. Oh, you come on. Oh, but man, he didn't run. Yeah. Alright, well, I'm Gabe.
And I'm Scott.
And
we're the
Dumbcast.
Dumbcast.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We're amazing. And hilarious. Mostly that first one.
Look at these magic mic fingers going up your cooter.
Oh.
All right, cut that part out, please.
I think someone will watch this. I really have.
Yeah.
suck. Writing down these. 12. Wait, she's. Oh. It's a small wedding.